All right, everybody, welcome to SR Broadcasting. We're here tonight with DieHard Racing League's American Hero Hunt Xfinity Series at Dover. And tonight is brought to you by Central Mass Power Sports, a New England power sports company. They're sponsoring tonight's race, so we thank them for coming on board and being a part of DieHard Racing League. What's up, Wingnut? How you doing today, bud?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. A lot better than I was. I got sick as a dog on Friday and Saturday, man. And thankfully, I got better because it was awful, bro.
I got better.
Yeah, I got better. I didn't die.
I was like that quote, from Holy Grail. Turn me into a newt. Well, I got better.
Hey, I got to throw the standings up real quick. This is the point standings coming into tonight's race. These are the top 10. Seth Schultz is in the lead with 46 points. Joshua Jones is only 1 point behind, 45 points. And then we have three people in third. Todd Cray, Nevin Iwitsuru, and Josh Stewart. All three have 43 points. Then we go to Brad Speidel in sixth. Adam Nowinski in seventh. And then I don't know why it's not showing a tie for eighth place between Adam Matz and Caleb Thompson because they both have 39 points. So I'm not sure what's the decider there or if it's just a glitch in the point system. But, I mean, technically they're both tied for 8. And then rounding out the 10th place in the point standing coming in tonight is Justin Davidson with 38 points. So going to be interesting race tonight points-wise because...
and even better. Todd Cray is one of those guys who are tied for third. Has won the qualifying so far.
Wow.
So the guy tied for third with two other drivers is currently in first place.
And look at Seth Schultz sitting right there in third with a 23-8, and he's only 1 point ahead in the lead.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be one hell of a brawl up front for this fight. This is gonna be great to watch.
Yeah. So these
this
guys
is a good track for it too.
These guys have already qualified. So we got the qualified time up right now, and it looks like we have. How many guys do we got out here tonight?
27.
Yeah, 27 drivers out here tonight. That's a pretty good field, man.
Oh yeah.
So give us a little insight on the track tonight, man. I know you said you got a chance to run a few laps down there. What are we looking at? What are you feeling?
Well, first it is hot, or at least it was during practice. So I think it was like 107 Fahrenheit. I guess that's how your freedom units work.
Yeah, we got 78 in the air and 103 on the track. So that is pretty hot.
Yeah, tires die quick and hard here. Like about 30, 35-ish laps and your front right is like almost entirely cooked.
Wow.
And on exit, you got to be really careful because that outside wall shows up fast.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a few guys trying to widen the track tonight.
Oh yeah, and not to mention as well, it's not only as it comes up fast, you can get loose real easy too. So fuel's not really going to be a problem in this track from what I've seen, but tire management, just keeping off that wall is going to be. Expect the low line to kind of suck. Like on turn 1 and 2 it may function, but 3, 4 you do not want to try that low line. You'll probably kill yourself and the guy outside you.
And you know that always aggravated me too, man, because you get one turn down that's really, really good, and then you struggle through the other turns. And on a track like this, once you lose your concentration, you know, and you forget what turn you're on, dude, that could change your whole race in like a lap, you know.
It doesn't help when you look at the corner, you're like, okay, which corner is this? I can't tell. It looks the exact same as the other one.
Yeah.
They both look the same.
Especially if you're trying to pit and it's green too, man. That's even worse.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
So we got about a minute left before we do grid up. And right now you're looking at the qualified lap times right there. Todd Cray, Joshua Jones, Seth Schultz, Elliott Butler, David Camara, Robert Barris, Jose Tellez, Jamal Poe, Brad Speidel, and Ron Hollyfield making the top 10. That's pretty good for Ron.
Oh, yeah. Interestingly, of course, Art Peck is doing his usual artwork of being the slowest lap ever.
Yeah, he probably went around in neutral and just let the car roll.
Oh, no, he went around reverse.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
They got to do a race in reverse, man. That'd be pretty cool to see.
You get like 10 laps. Because if you did more than 10 laps, you probably want to kill yourself.
And then I
It won't take too
believe
long.
next week is Talladega, if I remember right on the schedule.
Oh.
So guys are gonna have to do good here because you know how Talladega could be, man. Talladega is one of those tracks where it could go good or it could go bad just that fast.
Oh
And
yeah, that's the one. Even a NASCAR illiterate nerd like me knows Talladega.
anybody knows, dude. That's anybody's race, and you can be at the right place at the wrong time, man.
Oh yeah.
So we're just waiting right now for these guys to grid up, and we'll go ahead and get the grid order going once we get some of these guys up on the track. So,
Also, one of the guys I'm glad to see up the top 10 right now is the guy number 5 at the moment, David Camara. A few races back, he was the guy that was holding up like most of the pack. So it's really good to see him up here. Hopefully he's got a good pace and can keep this fight going. And of course, you got Jamal Poe, who is new to the series, and same with Ron Holyfield in the top 10. So that's good to see both those guys there as well. Boys,
yeah.
don't die!
All right, so we got Todd Cray, number 21, starting on the pole. Congratulations to Todd, dude, getting a pole run here. Joshua Jones is going to be starting second. Third is going to be Seth Schultz. Elliott Butler will roll off fourth. Fifth is going to be David Camara. Robert Barris is going to start sixth. Seventh is going to be, I'm saying Jose, but I'm not sure if I'm right. Jose Tellez. Jamal Poe is going to be starting eighth. Ninth is going to be Brad Speidel. 10th is Ron Holyfield. It's all yours.
Then we got Joshua Stewart in 11th, Nevin Iwatsuru in 12th, Caleb Thompson 13th, and Aaron Corey 14th, Adam Nowinski in 15th, Patrick Gasonia in 16th, Bruce Pearson in 17th, Adam Matz 18th, Justin Davidson 19th, and Josh Gallagher 20th.
And then
you still the rest.
21st, Art Peck. And first driver showing no time, James Brown going to roll off 22nd. 23rd, Dame Newsom. 24th, Cody Franklin. 25th, Armando Ortiz. Dante Jackson going to be starting 26th. 27th, and rounding out the field is going to be Frederick Hofstetter. And a few of those drivers did not take a time. So
yeah, we have, I believe it's 5 drivers with no times, or 6. 6, sorry, my bad, 6 drivers.
And like I told you last week, dude, you do the math, and I'll just agree. It's easier that way. I ain't got to worry about it.
So
we're getting ready to set these boys loose tonight here at Dover. And it looks like the 21 of Todd Cray is going to take the inside for the start here tonight. So we'll wait for the pace car to go in as it does. And wait for the green flag to drop and see what's going to happen here tonight at Dover. There's going to be some good racing going on here. 180 laps.
And remember, for these guys here, they do not go on the driver's go. They go on green flag every time.
Oh!
They go, wham, straight to the wall.
Wow.
We got a lot of checkup.
That was a tough start right there, man. A couple guys spun the tire, 76 to 16. But that's going to let...
Big man of the pack go through. Yeah, Joshua Jones, just the problem with these cars, you put your foot down on the start and you just spin the tires and go into the wall. I've done it so many times in practice, so it's all good, man. It happens. Get back going.
But what happened here? Where is Todd Cray? It's not showing on my... Here we go.
He's up front. You're all good.
Yeah, every time I clicked on his name, it kept putting me into the pits on somebody else. But we got it set.
He's moved up to Todd Cray right now.
Yeah, Seth right up to second place. The 72 David Camara right there, and also the 24 a little bit further back.
They want to start going to the mid-high line. If they say the low line there, they're going to kill their tires. So they're going to, you watch them start going higher and higher on the track. As Seth Schultz is already doing that, he's going up to the mid-line now.
And we're seeing a little bit of racing going on back here. I think that's Joshua Stewart and Elliott Butler, I believe.
Yeah, Butler's, Butler's getting past or attempting to pass someone right now. Looks like he's all good. The inside line working well.
I believe he was one of the drivers that had a problem right there on that start.
Quite a few guys had trouble at that start. It was one of those ones that just everything went wrong at the wrong time.
And it looks like we're almost pretty single-filed here. Go back a little bit, even all the way in the back here in 22nd, and we got battling going on.
But you don't want to be going side by side, lap after lap on this track. You'll just kill yourself and the guy next to you. You want to try and make the pass as quickly as you can, or just sit back and relax.
And it looks like the 20 of Gallagher went up high, let three
Schultz on the
guys
inside
go
of
by.
Cray. Schultz going on the inside of Cray. Try and make the move here. And it looks like he's probably going to get it. Oh, Cray's... No, he's not really going to fight back too much, and Schultz is going to get it.
Wow.
And whoa. Josh... Jose... Is it Jose? Yosu Tellez went really close to the wall. He actually had to pretty much swing off of it entirely.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to bounce off the wall and come down in front of the track, man. Good job.
Oh, yeah. It's always scary when you do that.
He is definitely looking at the back of David Camara, trying to figure out a way to get by.
Many have been in that position and thought the same thing.
He's a tough dude to get by, man, for real.
Yep. The worst driver in the world is one that doesn't leave his line.
Go back here to Robert Barris. Looks like Robert Barris is right now running in 7th. Joshua Stewart right behind him in that number 22, 8th, and then Elliott Butler does move up to 9th. And we got somebody coming out of the pits.
There's a few of the end guys went to the pits. I'm not quite sure. Maybe they're just trying to get out of the way or something. Maybe that's damage from that start. I'm not quite sure, but there's been about 3 or 4 guys that decided to go into the pits.
Yeah, I mean, there was a big accordion effect. We did see a lot of guys get some damage, so I don't know. It's going to be a long race. Probably these guys are anticipating a few cautions, especially at a track like Dover.
Also, I'm very surprised that most of them are taking the low line right now. I'm expecting them all to start going higher and higher. Like, for instance, you can see at the front, between Schultz and Cray, they're starting to go higher in the line there. But everyone else is like hugging that bottom. Like, you can watch Seth Schultz and Todd Cray here. They're all going, whoa, whoa! Yosu Tellez almost went to the rear of Camara. That was close.
Yeah, he's pretty close to him, man. He's right on that bumper. Here he goes looking on the inside.
Yep. He's probably going to get it there too. He's got a lot of pace there. He's got the position. He's going to get it.
And that's going to open it up. Open it up for the 76 of Joshua Jones now.
It's a possibility, but I don't think Jones is in the right spot, and Camara is not going to make it easy.
Oh, it looked like.
I think he gave him a bump there.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of contact almost there.
Just double check for you.
Let me go back a little bit. Is that Elliott Butler and Joshua Stewart still banging doors a little bit?
Oh, got a bit of a fight further back in the pack too. Caleb Thompson and Adam Nowinski out going side by side. And right behind them, you've then got Nevin Iwatsuru and Aaron Corey even in there. So this is a nice little 4-car pack going on.
Yeah, it was almost 3 wide right there, man, with these guys already.
You don't want to go 3 wide anywhere. This is definitely one of those places as well. You don't want to go 3 wide. You don't even want to go 2 wide here. It's not big enough for that.
The 30 of Iwatsuru had to check it in behind of Caleb Thompson in the 4. And then you have the 19 Jamal Poe right behind
that mess, yeah.
the 43 of Adam Corey. These guys are really closing in. I see something else going on up here. It looks like Speidel taking the outside around the 76.
I don't think it was quite intentional. It was more of a 76 was trying to attack David Camara. Oh, we almost 3 wide.
We're going.
Oh, Barris trying to go 3 wide almost. Looks like he's going to attack Speidel now. Speidel lost the position to Joshua Jones. He's going to go for it. Didn't get it. But now he's getting under attack by Barris now too. And right behind them, you've also got Joshua Stewart trying to stick his nose in this. This pack is not giving up.
No, wow, man, that is some close racing right there. 16 and the 22, almost making contact.
The best thing is the more Speidel can hold Barris down there, the more he's going to burn his tyres out trying to do that line. And yeah, Barris is going to slot back in.
You know he's going to listen to you and go back up high, right?
Or prove me wrong, which is more common. But that whole fight started from Joshua Jones trying to attack Camara, and Camara just not letting him pass. He lost a lot of pace, and all of a sudden everyone just according together, like just all of them squeezing up.
See Aaron Corey in the 43 looking underneath of the 30 of Iwatsuru, trying to grab that spot.
That 4-car pack started when Caleb Thompson was falling back and Adam Nowinski went for the pass. So same sort of thing is up further ahead. Accordion got started by one guy, they all had a big fight, and they all started spreading out again. You're still seeing Corey trying to make a movement. Iwatsuru is one of the guys tied for 3rd, so he ain't no slow boy.
Probably just being a little bit patient too. I mean, you got a long way to go here. 180 laps, only at lap 18 this time by. And meanwhile, Seth Schultz still out front.
Yeah, but Todd Cray has not let him go, so this isn't going to be some free and clear run for him. He's got Todd Cray hounding him the entire way around the track, so one mistake, he's going to take it.
And he's only got 2/10.
They're coming up traffic soon at the number 12 car of Frederick Hofstetter. I don't know how to pronounce that name at all. I've never seen that one before.
No, I think you got it right.
Woo!
And 76 of Joshua Jones and 72 David Camara.
Like I said, Camara doesn't make it easy. He just does not give up his line for anyone. Just holds his line, drives his race. You can't make him move unless you really stick it.
Let's jump inside real quick with Joshua Jones here in 5th.
Best part of this kind of defense as well is it doesn't really slow down Camara. He's just taking his own line without changing anything. So he's still going to go back pretty much his race pace, but he's going to slow down Joshua Jones enough that the guys behind are going to catch him again. Joshua Jones on the inside this time. He's forced Camara a bit wider, but Camara's going to get a pretty good run on exit here. They're going to
contact.
Oh, Jones went for a slub but saved it. Lost a lot of pace. No, Camara's still alive, and so is Jones. He may start to get attacked again by Brad Sparta behind, but I think he's got some room. I think he's all good. But that could have been really bad. That could have been a yellow flag if these guys weren't able to hold it. But they did really well keeping that car alive.
Yeah, that was really close, man. I thought there was definitely going to be some action there. We stayed inside the car because we were going to take that ride with him if he went.
Perfect timing then.
And we got a
little fight going on further back. Like Caleb Thompson's caught back up to Adam Nowinski. He might try passing the inside here, but he's gotten close a few times. And then behind him, you've got Nevin Iwatsu and Aaron Corey fighting again. So this little mid-pack here, just not, they're going hammer and tong. It's great.
Oh, wow, the 43 gets a little bit squirrely.
Yeah, and Nevin just had just enough room to avoid the car and the wall. Oof. Good driving for both Corey and Nevin there, not take each other out. Even though looking at that, Corey's rear end is wiggling a lot, so he's already started to burn his tyres out.
And then look right up in front of them.
If you push hard on these tyres, if you push them too hard, they will die about lap 20, not lap 30.
Yeah, we're at 23 already, and some of these guys have been racing really hard already from the drop of the flag.
Exactly, so expect some guys, you're going to start watching guys start to wiggle a little bit. The guys you've seen fighting, like for instance, Barris, Jones, who was that? That was Thompson. You're going to see these guys start to wiggle. Same with Aaron Corey as well. Those have been like out in clean air doing nothing, and you got Jones tacking again on Kamara. He was on the inside there. The guys you see fighting are going to start wiggling a little bit. They're going to get control. They're not going to lose much time, but it's a harbinger of things to come. Oh, Jones got a really good run on Kamara. He's going to dive right to the inside. He might actually get it in this corner. Looks like Kamara had a really bad exit, but he's holding his line. He's not making line.
Wow.
Yeah, Kamara's going to hold it still. Oh, but they're going to get close.
A little bit of contact.
Again, Jones taps him the same way as last time. That's what I mean by this tractor. Like, there's not enough room really. Like, even if you're on your own, that wall comes quick. So Kamara can't go any wider, and Jones can't go any tighter. It's going to happen over and over at this rate.
And look at Barris, Speidel, and Stewart.
Oh and yeah,
Butler.
There's a hell of a brawl forming up behind these guys. Well, Spider was really slow there. Barris going to take the position. Looks like Joshua Stewart's going to try to stick his nose in as well.
Yeah, that door opened up. He's got to take it now.
But Spider's at the high line here. Oh, we're going 3 wide.
Oh.
Elliot Butler on the inside, 3 wide.
And he tried running down that apron. You saw that. The car didn't really like it too much, but he didn't lose a whole lot of ground.
And he gained the position.
Wow.
He gained the position on Brad Speidel there. So, as absolutely suicidal as that was, it worked. So you get a small applause from me, sir.
Let's go back a little further and see if we got anything going on. Further back in the field, Bruce Pearson in 19th. Justin Davidson in 20th. Art Peck all the way back here in 21st. Armando Ortiz in the number 9, sitting back here in 22nd. And I believe it's Josh Gallagher. The last car on the lead lap is the 96. And then from there...
Thinking of that, Seth Schultz and Todd Cray are essentially a corner away from those last 2 cars. So they can start filtering through traffic now. This may cause a chance for Todd Cray to attack, but I doubt it. This track isn't really the best at exploiting that. Oh, hello! We missed this! Joshua Jones got past...
Camara, wow.
He got. Guess where he got him too. This is good. This is actually pretty good. He got him on the outside.
Did he really?
He got him on the outside. Yeah, he learned his lesson. The inside is just not working. Take the outside. He got it. And not only has he gotten it, he slowed Chimera down a lot there, to the point that now Barris is behind him.
Yeah, Barris is right there. Stewart's there. Butler's there. It looks like Spido slowly closing back in on that gang.
Yeah, this group is not done yet. Now see if Barris can do quicker than Jones. What took Jones like 20 laps. Can he get past Chimera? I like this guy. He's a pain in the ass to pass. One of the best guys on the track.
Yeah, I like
that. Have a few of them like that.
I like what you said. He's got his net down, the door open, and his foot hanging out.
Yep. That car is as wide as a car can be.
Ooh, a little bit there. Looked like, I don't know if it was 72 or the 58. And look at the 22 right there in the back of the 58 of Barris.
And Barris had a bit of a wiggle there behind Chimera. Remember, Barris was doing that low line for like 10, 20, 20-ish laps, so those tyres are definitely going to be a bit more cooked than everybody else's.
And Iwitsuru again side by side with Aaron Corey. Iwitsuru down in the bottom. Corey's going to take that spot for the moment. And then look, right up in front of them, you got the 4 of Caleb Thompson.
Just say a small aside too to Josu Teles. He's been in third the entire race. He's in a race of his own. That being said, though, he's now rapidly being caught by Joshua Jones. So while he's been sitting on his own, just relaxing, it's not going to be like that for long. He's about to have some new friends.
Yeah, he's really got nobody in front of him or behind him to really worry about just yet.
That being said, I was saying he's getting caught up. Last lap, he was essentially the exact same lap as Joshua Jones, so he might be alright for like another 10, 20, 30 laps.
So Schultz getting by lap traffic. They did stay high, let them go by. So that's just going to let Todd Gray stay about where he has been. So we'll wait and see when they catch the next car if that's going to be a factor.
A little bit of a run there. He had a little tiny bit of a run. He could have tried to exploit there, but he just backed off and said he's not worth it.
I think he's just being really smart about it right now.
It doesn't matter which laps he leads, as long as the last lap. That's all that matters. He's here for points as well, so if he can keep this up, he's going to get more points than the other guys in third, and he'll solidify that position.
And with 180 laps, I mean, you know, it can go fast if it's a caution-free race, but, you know, I'm sure they're anticipating at least 1 caution, 2 cautions here once the cars start wearing out a little bit. And ain't no sense burning it up and wrecking yourself right now here at lap 30, 35 going to 36. I mean, that's just insane.
Well, this is the point. This is about 35 laps. This is the point. Those who have been pushing hard, their tires are going to be like half dead. They're going to be like 60%.
Wow, we just saw, who was that? David Chimera getting a little bit squirrely there. Robert Barris right behind him, and the 22 of Stewart also still right behind him. Looked like he pushed it really hard coming out of the corner, man, and the car got a little bit, you know, a little bit sideways.
I don't blame that guy's been under pressure since the start of the race. Been under attack by Jones like 20 laps. He's now under attack by Barris. I don't blame that car is not feeling the best because, my God, the pressure on that wheel. Like, you're going to see like sweat waterfalls coming off of that wheel right now.
Trying to take a look at some of the numbers through here and see if we got anything going on. Right now, everybody's pretty well positioned.
Yeah. The one thing I'm watching at the moment, I'm seeing Joshua Jones catching up again to Josu Teles, so we'll see him catch up. He's going to start fighting for third. You got cars filtering past lap cars, of course. We've got Josh Gallagher being passed by most of this mid-pack. Most of the rest of the fight has sort of calmed down. People have started to realize that we can't really fight as much anymore. Bit more tire strategy is going to pop up a bit. Someone may attack, like for instance, we're seeing it right now.
And we just saw a couple
on Hollowfield.
Couple laps back, the number 9 of Adam Ortiz got around the 3 of Bruce Pearson, and that was for 20th. Unfortunately,
Ron Hollowfield just got trained.
Oh, did he?
He got passed by Adam Nowinski and Aaron Corey, and now he's getting passed on the inside by Nevin Iwatsuru. He's gone from 10th to 14th to probably even 15th. That being said, that was a pretty good defense against Nevin there. He took that mid to high line and got an amazing run on exit. If he can keep that up, Nevin's going to destroy his tyre trying to make this pass, but I think Nevin might get it here.
See if Hollyfield's going to get the run. Looked like he almost had a good run there. Maybe he might have backed out just a little bit. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Nevin slid it up. And hey, look, you're seeing Adam Corey on the inside of Adam Nowinski now. Corey's been fighting most of the race, so I'm surprised his tyres still exist. I thought they would have left this plane of existence at this point.
Yeah, we saw him getting squirrely before, too.
Harris on the inside of Chimera there. Oh, and he almost loses it. Loses position to Joshua Stewart. I missed that entirely. I have to go back and watch that one. It looks like he went for the dive on turn 3-4. And he almost had it, but he started sliding on exit there. That's like you're going to see a lot more of. People are going to start sliding and exit. They're either going to slide or slide into the wall.
Yeah, so far we've been pretty lucky. We haven't seen anybody trying to widen the track just yet.
Oh yeah, everyone knows the track enough to be careful with it. But now people's tires are starting to die rather rapidly. Those who've been fighting hard like Barris are finding that they've got no more grip anymore. But yeah, if I know Barris at all, he's not going to stop fighting. He's going to keep attacking.
Let's go back up front to our leader. And he is passing the 78 of Art Peck. Art Peck a little bit of...
Went into the wall.
Yeah, contact at the wall.
Like, thank you very much for the respect for giving the guy room, but you could have stayed off the wall. He didn't need to go.
Thankfully, he didn't really hurt himself too bad in wreck.
Yeah. Quick notification on Yosu Tellez and Joshua Jones. Jones has been catching him lap after lap after lap, and he's getting there. He's pretty much almost in draft range now. Give him a little bit more, and he'll be grabbing that draft of Yosu and catching up to him.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He's been running like 0.1, 0.2 of a lap faster most laps. Every once in a while they kind of stabilize, but then he starts gaining again and again and again. Oh, we saw Joshua Stewart on the inside of David Chimera here. Once again, Chimera under attack. Oh,
wow.
Stewart does hold on the inside line. He's going to have a good run on entry. He's going to take the position. And
Barris
Barris going to try and follow this up as well.
Yep, Barris, while the door's open, he's going to try and sneak right on in. No ID necessary.
Oh, it's going to work actually. Never mind. I shouldn't have said that. When I said that, it worked. That's a shame. Chimera's been defending that lap position for so long against so many people, but in the end, he just couldn't keep it up.
And did you see the 16 of Butler got a wicked run right there and almost got into the back of the 72.
Yeah. That's right. Chimera's still in a good position. He's been fighting really hard for this. So 7th place isn't bad. He's going to keep going.
Well, at least he knows what he's got.
40 laps of him defending in that car. That's what it's been. He's never had a chance to attack. He's been 40 laps of just holding off this like horde behind him.
And if you look up here at the 24 and the 76, they are within a couple car lengths of each other now.
Oh yeah. Jones is catching rapidly, and there's also a lap car ahead of him too, which may slow down Josu Tellez a little bit more.
Oh, and look, the 21 Todd Craig going to the inside.
I was about to say that too. I just saw that. It was like Craze maybe trying new lines, or maybe attempting to give Schultz a bit of a scare there.
I think he's trying to give him a miracle and let him know I'm here and get him to make a mistake. But Schultz is pretty good. He'll focus on what's ahead.
Yeah, he may have picked the wrong driver for that. Yep, Yoshi Tellez and Joshua Jones gets past Art Peck. I don't think anyone really lost. I think if anything, Joshua Jones lost a bit of pace there because he had to go on the inside line, whereas Tellez got him on the straight. Still, it's not going to matter too much. Jones is still going to catch him rapidly.
And look at the 22 of Joshua Stewart closing in on them now.
Now they're broken free of the Chimera roadblock. They're catching up to this fight as well.
The Chimera roadblock. I like that.
And it looks like Barris did get past Chimera, but unlike Stewart, he hasn't really got the pace to pull away like Stewart has. So we're thinking at this point, Barris' tires are pretty cooked. And here we see Art Peck.
Oh, what's going on back here?
I'm not quite sure. It's like a...
Was that Spido? Let me back up real quick while we're green. Take a quick look at this under replay.
So both Butler and Spido started getting wiggly. I guess Spider was just trying to do a wreck avoidance, and Butler was holding on for his life, and just kind of, it looked crazier than it was. To be honest.
It looked like something happened, and we were getting ready for that big wreck. And here it goes.
Yep, he's going to get it pretty cleanly, and it looks like Stewart's not going to let it end there. Wow. Stewart's going to try the inside as well, and Teller's he's had a clean race, an open race on his own the whole time, but now he's just getting trained. Looks like Barris is coming for the position as well. This is not done. Yep, Barris takes position in like turn 2. Doesn't even need to set up, just goes in, takes it, and leaves.
Wow. So that's going to put Barris up to 5th. That's going to put the 24 back to 6th. And now here comes Camara.
I'm not sure if Camara's going to have the car left to do it, but he may give it a try.
Well, they might have gotten inside of the 24's head there. Because he lost a couple spots, right? You know, one after the other.
Yeah, the first one, you know, he didn't have pace. Second one, he already lost pace from Jones. We had to let him pass. The third one, he gave to Barris. Yeah, I think at that point, yeah, he did. Lost his nerve a bit. Like, hey, fuck it, just let you guys past.
And look at that, Joshua Jones running third, leading that second pack. Meanwhile, Todd Cray and Seth Schultz are like almost a half a track ahead of these guys.
Well, that's what happens when you don't fight. You just keep running as fast as you can.
And right now, Schultz coming up to the 3 of Bruce Pearson. Pearson does shoot it up high. It looked like at the last minute.
Interestingly, Joshua Jones and Joshua Stewart, right? Obviously, they're both the same first name, which is really annoying. But Jones had a lot of fighting with Camara earlier, so he definitely burned his tires up a bit, whereas Stewart has not. He's just been running. And now you see him right on the rear of Jones. He's catching him almost every straight, but then backing up a little bit.
And,
so he's got the pace to go for the pass.
Yeah, and Stewart was 1/10 faster, 1,000ths of a...
Not only does he have the draft, he's also got better tires than what I've seen in the race, and he's doing a bit of a safer line for his tires here.
And
so I expect to see Joshua Stewart take the attack at some point.
And look at the 72. Camara gets by the 24.
Yay, go Camara.
And here comes Elliot Butler now. And Brad Spidle. And Caleb Thompson.
It may have been that Yosu Tellez has burned up his tires. He was probably pushing as hard as he could try and keep the position. So he might have just killed his tires. We are at lap 56, so at this point, your tires are glass.
Yeah, they got to be cooked.
Oh, yeah. We've used them so hot and for so long that we've turned these tires into literal glass.
Yeah, or a greasy pork chop.
Oh, man, you're making me hungry, don't you?
I just had some Zaxby's.
I have no idea what that is. But you see Joshua Stewart right in the bumper of Joshua Jones. I think he even gave him a nudge there.
Wow, and here comes Caleb Thompson now.
Joshua Stewart on the inside of Joshua Jones. He's going to go for the pass here. It's a pretty good run in. And they run side by side in the backstretch. May be able to hold it to the next corner, but it's not quite there. You can definitely see a difference in tires there. Like, you can see Joshua Jones just backing up a little bit, whereas Stewart can just push it.
Yeah, Stewart does get that spot. Here comes Barris now.
This is going to be interesting. Barris has the same quality tires as Jones does. But he's just going to take it, and Jones might come back for it. Nope, he's not going to bother. So Barris up into, is that 5th? That's 4th.
Yeah, Barris up to 4th, Stewart up to 3rd, Todd Cray in 2nd, Seth Schultz up here in 1st in the lead. Seth Schultz leading a bunch of laps here so far.
Thankfully, the Joshuas have been separated.
He's got 54 laps, man. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Go back through the field a little bit and see.
A fight between Cal Thompson and Elliot Butler here. Thompson actually fell back quite a lot at the start of the race. Now he's coming back with a vengeance, man.
And we're starting to see some green flag stops. Well, 96, a little bit of damage coming into the pits.
Yeah, he's also a lapped car, so he wasn't really fighting too much for anything. Yeah, and Caleb Thompson gets past Elliot Butler. Butler had a lot of pace.
And Todd Cray takes the lead from Schultz.
Whoa! What did we miss?
Schultz coming in.
Oh, that's why. Yep.
All
Schultz
right.
going to pits.
Todd Cray's staying out.
Schultz. Oh, my, Schultz almost lost it on entry there. Wow, that is a good save. That is something you want to hit the replay button on. That is, whoo boy.
Let's see if I can get back far enough.
Let me see if that starts the accordion. Who else follows?
I can't even find him. Where'd he go?
Merritt in the pits. Looks like Horton Holyfield's in the pits. Patrick DeSonia's in the pits.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're talking about. He slid in the pits. I wonder if they're going to bag him for...
too much speed, maybe?
Yeah. Take a look
Whether they do or not, that was good control and not lose there. Because let's face it, if that was me, I would have put that in a wall. Oh, apparently Robert Pierce said over the comms that he is now pitting. So it's starting, it's beginning. Yep, Barrett's going into the pits now. Ooh, that pit entry, he did the same thing, just not quite as much as Schultz did.
Schultz 29.5 pit stop, so I guess they held him there for a 15-second penalty.
Damn.
Meanwhile, Todd Gray out front, 7 laps led, has not decided to come in yet. Looks like his car's doing pretty good. He's got to be.
Still going to the pits.
He's
So
got to
is,
be smart
Joshua
though.
Jones. Of course,
Yeah.
Joshua's going to pits together.
Yeah, make it a little bit easier, right? So that's going to move Speidel up to second. Todd Gray in first, and Jose Tellez in third.
They're all filing into the pits
And
now.
Todd Gray coming in now.
You got both of Joshua's in the pits. You've got I think it's Cody Franklin and Caleb Thompson in the pits. You got who is that? Wait, hold on, that was Cody Franklin. That was someone else. Justin Davidson. There we go. My bad. Sorry. Yeah, Todd Gray in as well. Yosu Tellez in there. Everyone's decided to file in now. This is apparently the pit window, and everyone's like,
Yeah.
we want to get it now.
And Speidel now your new leader.
Yeah, we'll see how things shake out at the moment. So I think Speidel hasn't pitted yet, so he's still running them old tyres. So every lap he runs is going to be a couple of seconds lost, but he may gain something. You never know.
And let's see, the first car lap down is being shown as Todd Gray, number 21, in 8th. Iwatsuru now sitting in second. Jamal Poe sitting in third.
Brad Speidel coming into the pits now.
Yeah, Speidel coming in, so I wonder if Iwatsuru is going to stay out and... Whoa, Iwatsuru down.
Going to go into the pits
Oh,
there.
wow, that was a good save by him right there. That could have been bad.
I retract my dynamic entry for Seth Schultz and give that one to Nevin because wow, that's an entry.
Wow.
These tires anyway, so a little bit of grass on doesn't really matter.
You see that?
That's the way to enter the pits.
You see the 19 Jamal Poe right there get passed by a bunch of cars, and man, his car almost got away on him too. So it's going to put him up in the lead.
Jamal Poe and Adam Matz are the last two guys in the lead lap, I believe. Same with Armando Ortiz, Dave Newsom as well. They're the last 4 cars. They're all, oddly enough, they're all rookies to the series, and they're all the guys that are currently out and haven't pitted yet. So maybe they're trying to stretch it. Make it to the next caution if one hits up.
Adam Matt's getting ready to try and make a move here on the 19 and get himself a lap lead.
It's good to see some guys fighting. 70 lap old tires, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I want the position, give it to me.
I can't believe there's 70 laps already, man. Wow.
It's not really scary. Have a look at Armando Ortiz. And look what's right behind him.
The whole crowd.
Wow. Yeah. Remember, Armando's on old tires, so it's like, oh my god, no.
And he's not going to get down to the pits with all those guys around. Ain't going to happen.
Even if he wanted to, he couldn't.
He's got to throw his hand out the window and put up a flag. Let me down, let me down.
Oh, Caleb Thompson almost got spun by Aaron Corey there. Thompson was trying to get past Kamara. He's on the outside of Kamara now. Kamara once again just roadblock Kamara is making it really hard to pass. So hard that it's almost causing fights. And oh, now you got Jamal Poe in the way. Wow.
And Adam Matz does get scored as your leader.
It's
Somebody up into the wall. 78 and the 19 both scraped the wall. 78 back up in the wall again. That's Art Peck. And he makes contact with the 3. The 3's going around.
No, 3 saves by tapping into the wall.
Wow. He's not going to be a happy camper there, man.
I'm curious, has Adam Matz pitted yet? Adam Matz is still on the track.
No, not yet. Still out there.
So is Jamal Poe. Maybe they're putting the money in the basket of maybe these guys will cause a safety.
Well, they almost had one right there when there was contact made with the 3 of Bruce Pearson.
They almost bloody caused it themselves. If you can't
back.
get one, manufacture one.
Wow, this is like so screwed up, man. The order is insane right now.
What's going on?
I'm like, wait, hold up. And the 19 goes around. That is going to bring out a caution.
19. Oh, no.
Jamal Poe does go around. Let's go back quickly and see what happened there, man. Let's see if I can find it.
Oh, he got a real nudge from the rear from Adam Nowinski. Nowinski was expecting someone to be a bit more fast, but fortunately Jamal's tires were just toast. You can hear Noemski not even trying to push it there. He's trying not to kill him. Just like, nope, nowhere he can go.
Just a slight contact. Does he get hit by anybody else?
Oh,
that was close.
Big one. The question is everyone going to pit? All the guys who just pitted, they're going to pit again for freshies. I mean, it's only like probably like 5 to 10 lap old tires, maybe even less than that.
Yeah, it's going to be.
But if they do, that is a big win for Adam Matz and Armando Ortiz.
Yeah. Matz did the right thing by staying out, man. Right now he is the leader. There's still 13 guys on the lead lap. Obviously, the 24 is going to be the lucky dog he's in position for, as long as he didn't have no contact. So, man, I'll tell you what, even if he's the only one that does pit out of this group, he's only going to be back in 13th. And he'll have the freshest tires.
Let's see how many go into the pits. It looks like, yeah, pretty much everyone. So this is like, I'm thinking this is going to be a really big win for Adam Matz, Armando Ortiz, and Dame Newsom. Unfortunately, Armando has a lot of damage. He might get that repaired. Dame has some as well, so they may get theirs repaired as well. But Adam Matz, I think, is going to be the big winner here. Not only like is he now in the lead, or at least up the front end of the pack. Hold on. I'll be fine. No, never mind. No, he is. Sorry, I think my game started to troll me. That's a big win. Don't have to be the fastest guy, just the smartest guy.
And that puts Todd Cray back up in the front.
Well, Cray's in the pits as well. He just passed him in the pit lane.
Oh, is he? All right. Oh, yeah, he's sitting right in front of me. Duh.
Yep.
Never mind.
Adam Matz back in the lead. I love it.
Well, I'll tell you what, the strategy worked out for him pretty good.
Ooh. That's a sudden change, too. Instead of being Cray out next, it was Robert Barris. I'm curious. Did he do what I thought he did? No, he took both side tires. Huh. He just has a really
looking
good
at the pit stop times, I don't really see anything. Everybody's in the 14s and above.
Yeah, Barris just got past Cray right... Not Barris, sorry. What was Barris? Hold on. I'm looking at the wrong car. Getting really confused. Yeah, Barris gets past Cray there. And I don't even know where... Where is Schultz? There's Schultz.
Schultz sitting back in 5th right now, according to the ticker. We'll wait for it to go by. But we're right now, the race summary, we got 7 lead changes, 75 laps complete, and this is only caution number 1.
Yep, but that being said, cautions, precautions, and oh, I'm Adam Matz starting to blink. Please don't blink, man. Fill your blink fluid up.
Yeah. And I get Robert Barris going to be coming out here in 2nd. Todd Cray 3rd. Joshua Stewart 4th. Seth Schultz 5th. Joshua Jones 6th. Elliott Butler 7th. The number 4, Caleb Thompson in 8th. Aaron Corey right there in that number 43, 9th. And Dame Newsom in that 14, going to be rounding out your top 10. So we definitely got some...
No, it's a bit weird. It's David Camaro's in 10th right now, apparently.
Well, mine hasn't updated yet.
I know, so is mine. It's weird. It's very confusing. Yeah, it's David Camaro in 10th, which is good to see. Once again, Roadblock Camaro.
Roadblock. Yeah, I gotta wait for them to cross the line. Still showing them in 14.
Yeah, it's because these guys were a lap down and things get a bit messy. Matz, please stop flashing, please, man. You did an amazing strategy here. Don't end it like this.
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad.
I said that was a good strategy for Matz. The strategy was just one word: survive.
We got a bunch of guys that took the wave around, so we're gonna have a few more guys back on the lead lap. And Matt's going to take the inside, Barris on the outside on this restart. Tell you what, man, we've seen some pretty good racing going on. Yeah, right now it's still showing me David Camaro now back in 13th.
Yeah, I guess I might have been wrong. That's kind of weird. Because, yeah, sorry, that's just very weird. Doesn't matter.
Well, sometimes the short tracks, it takes a little bit to get caught up. Even when we're racing on the short tracks, we always let the guys know, follow your spotter, because sometimes it'll tell you to go somewhere, then go back, then go somewhere, and it kind of gets confusing, but you get used to it after a little bit. All right, pace car's getting ready to go on in, man. You going to bring us to green?
I mean, it's go on green here. It's not go on driver's discretion. It's always go on green. So you have to wait for that green light, put your foot down and go, and don't spin it.
And let's see if we get a clean start here.
They're green, off they go, and oh, there's a few close calls there. And Barris flies off.
Yeah, Barris was a great run right there. It looks like Matt's having some problems down there on that inside line.
Oh, let's see. He wasn't exactly a fast boy earlier on the race. He was just a guy who survived. And he's causing a lot of, definitely causing a lot of ruckus back there. Joshua Stewart right behind Robert Barris in front. Joshua Jones, of course, Josh is sticking together again. Grr. In third. Caleb Thompson back in fourth, which is nice. He was brawling further back in the pack. And you got Todd Craig getting past Adam Matz. And I think Butler's passing Matz on the outside as well. Schultz is stuck behind this mess.
Yeah, I was going to say, Schultz fell back quite a bit on that start. He had nowhere to go.
Yeah, Schultz now going past Matz. Matz just, even if he doesn't keep these top positions, he still gained on this strategy. So this is still a victory for him.
Yeah, he gets the bonus points for leading laps. He got to get out as the leader again. Looks like we're going to try to go 3 wide here with the 43 of Corey. No.
Yeah, we're 2 wide, 2 deep. Whoa, almost had an incident between Matz and Ortiz there. Now you got Dave Newsom and Aaron Corey catching up, so this is going to be a brutal little mess here. We got Todd Cray on the rear of Caleb Thompson. He could try diving on the inside.
And he is going to fly right on by. We'll see if the 16 of Butler's going to follow him through.
Butler has had good pace, but after a while he does start to lose a bit of consistency. But at the moment he's doing pretty well. He's going to dive in on the inside of Thompson.
Yeah, and don't forget the track's changing.
Oh, yeah. Thompson gave him enough room, but Thompson's just running his line. I think Butler's going to get it. He's going to get good running entry. Yep, he's pretty much going to get it.
And Schultz now coming into this picture. Meanwhile, back up front, Joshua Stewart not too far behind the leader, Robert Barris.
Yeah, he was hanging onto his bumper pretty much the whole way, and he's still there, so that fight is not going to stop here. He's going to keep going. And of course, then you can have another fight, of course, between Joshua Jones and Joshua Stewart, just to drive me mad. That being said, Todd Cray is not a slouch right now. He's 0.2 of a second faster than Jones, so he's going to catch up rapidly.
And we got stuff going on back here between the 59 of Matz, the 24 of Tellez, Camara, and Nowinski.
Oh, Matt's had a bit of a love tap with the wall there.
And it looked like the 5 of Spido got a little bit sliding there also.
It's sad to see Spider back here. Spider was actually on the lead lap fighting out, but he pitted a little late and didn't get past the leaders, so he started this next stop a lap down.
Yeah, and he's got some right front damage too on the car, so I'm sure that's not making it feel too good.
Yeah, there are a few guys that were driving now that were actually on the lead lap, and unfortunately because of that pit stop timing, it didn't go too well.
And look at Camara trying to get by the 59 of Matz. Go back
I haven't
up.
seen Camara attack very much. It's just generally him playing defensive.
Let's take a quick ride around with the leader. Let's jump inside with our leader here.
Yeah, leader's still got Joshua Stewart on his rear. He's not been letting go of him. And Jones been slowly catching up too. Actually, even more annoying, just to make things even more annoying between the two, Joshua Jones and Joshua Stewart have the exact same lap, down to the 1,000th.
And Joshua Stewart, you can see that right front hood kind of sticking up just a little bit. Let's go back to Joshua Jones.
Some front right damage for sure.
And Jones looks like he's got a pretty clean look out of his windshield.
But it looks like his front right is very slightly bent, but nothing major. It's very slight.
Go back to Seth Schultz here in 6th. Go back up.
Schultz managed to get past Matt, but he spent a lot of time doing it, and now he's fallen way back from this pack. He's going to catch him because, damn, has that boy got pace, but I don't think he's going to be able to get there in time.
Meanwhile, Todd Cray in 4th, closing in on Jones.
Yep, please separate the Joshuas for me, mate. Thank you very much.
Yeah, at least put a car in between and make it a little bit easier for us back here.
That being said, looks like Joshua Jones almost went for like a high line pass on Joshua Stewart. You have to make their mind up because it looks like Todd Cray's going to stick his nose in soon.
Yeah, we know Todd Cray's got a fast car because he got up there and led a bunch of laps.
Oh, yeah. And interestingly, Barris has not been able to separate itself from this pack. So this pack is pretty much all running the same sort of pace. Give them another 20 laps and we'll separate the man from the boys who can control their tyres.
Yeah, and don't forget, Cray started on the pole. So he's definitely got...
Schultz were fighting from the start of this race.
Yeah, he definitely had some pace.
Oh yeah, he was following the leader all the way around for like 70, 80 laps. So he ain't no slouch.
Go back to Camara. Right now, Camara's sitting in 13th. Let's go back to the 19 of Poe sitting in 17. We saw him go around. He's still out on the track. Spido back here in 15th. Nowinski up here in 14th in at number 28. Armando Ortiz in the number 9, trying to take a look on the inside of Caleb Thompson.
Armando's car is a little bent, but he's been fast in previous races, so he's got a good chance here.
Yeah, he's been doing pretty good, even with that little bit of damage he's got. Interesting
thing I've been watching here, the front 4 cars, look at the line differences. Some of them are very small, some of them are absolutely radical differences in lines. Like you got Barris taking a really low line, and then you got behind him, Josh still taking a slightly higher version of that line. See, every once in a while he sticks his nose up a bit higher. Then you watch Joshua Jones and Todd Cray. They go wide out there. They go to the midline almost.
Yeah, it looks like Cray starts high and brings it down low on exit.
It's great to watch because you're watching 4 different drivers doing 4 different lines and ending up with the same pace.
And if you look at their times, I mean, they're really close. Everybody got a 25-0.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. They're all in the draft range of each other. Like, technically the slowest car here is Barris. That's because he ain't exactly trying to push it. He's just trying to keep his car alive and not burn his tires out. And keep ahead of this angry, buzzing hornet nest.
They're waiting.
Yeah, and even worse is that Elliot Butler's catching up to them, so he's going to join in on the party.
And Schultz is slowly closing in too, because he's running some pretty quick laps here also. Pretty similar to those guys up in the front.
Looking at his laps, he's doing good laps like normal, but the thing is, his lap are actually no faster than the guys ahead at all. Like, he's a little faster than, I think it was Cray, but he's actually slower than Butler and about the same pace as Barris, so he's not gaining really at all.
Cray to the inside.
He's done waiting. He wants his position. That outside run again, just gone.
Yeah, he just can't make the pass. He's got to do like he did and get up on the outside.
Oh yeah, or set up turn 1 and 2 and take it turn 3 and 4, like we've seen before on previous tracks. Oh, and Cray had a bit of a slide there. Wasn't major, but I was watching it from Butler, and you could definitely see that rear end was like sliding a little bit. Helped them rotate, but definitely a bit of a scare. Interesting is that Aaron Corey behind Schultz is roughly running similar laps to him too. It's only like 3/100th slower, so it's not too bad. He might get joined into this party.
He just needs to have these guys fight it out a little bit so he can grab their draft, and he'll be right up there fighting with them.
Yeah, well, Schultz will catch up with these guys at this rate. They are just slower than him, and he's getting into draft range. Looks like Todd Cray's going the inside again.
He's gonna try.
He's got to get Jones a little bit wider because Jones is going to get that run. Yeah. But he's got a pretty good run himself. Oh, yeah, but that slide.
Yeah, he's trying though, man.
As I said, he made progress in that corner. He's now alongside him already. He's going to go into the corner further ahead of him.
And you see him grab the apron, and it did help him quite a bit. Oh, not that time.
Slid out there. Now Butler's trying to stick his nose in the outside, but I think Cray's going to be able to defend that rather easily. That inside line is scary, but it's scary business. And every lap you're down there, it's not nice in the tires.
And look at where the 31 is. Oh, Butler into the wall.
Schultz passes him real quickly. Lots in the next position, so now Schultz is in this fight. But this fight's starting to separate now. You've now got a little fight for first between Barris and Stewart. Then a fight for fourth between Cray, Schultz, and Butler. As Joshua Jones has now got a bit of distance for himself.
Yeah, it seemed like he's slowly pulling away from this group.
Yeah, Cray kept losing pace trying to get past him, and then with Butler going to the wall, it slowed people down quite a bit. But Butler's going to try and re-attack on Schultz already.
You know that wasn't going to last too long.
Yeah.
Let's take a look from the nose.
So the interesting thing to see is that Joshua Stewart is doing the same thing that Cray did to Schultz for most of the race. Just sit on the rear bumper and wait for the opportunity. There's no point attacking, there's no point trying, just wait for it. Wait for the guy ahead to make a mistake. Wait for him to slip, wait for him to slide, wait for him to go a bit wide. Wait for it, take it. This track is not going to be nice to those who stay low for too long.
And there's a lot of rubber down on the track right now too, man.
Yeah, wow, watching some of the guys further back on the track too. Some interesting lines being taken. For instance, Armando Ortiz is taking nearly the Larson line on occasion.
We're already at lap 102 this time by. Wow.
Yeah, we went through like a third of the race without a caution. Everyone started pitting and everything. Started to realize this is going to be a long one. But the moment those pits started, things started getting messy quick. The few guys that had brass and titanium balls trying to stay out on those old tires. The best thing about it was, unfortunately, is that did indeed work for them, because Mats took the lead on this start. If he just had the pace to make use of that, he could have been fighting for first right now. So he had the position, he had the strategy, he just didn't quite have the pace to make it work.
Oh, it ain't over yet. One thing that we've always see is just when you think you got the answer, they come up with a different one.
Yeah, I know. Remember, I say something, they do the opposite. It's just the way it goes around here.
And you got Camara, Newsom, Ortiz, and Tellez all kind of stuck together here from 9th back to 12th. Oh, and the 14th.
Another little interesting thing as well is that the leaders of Joshua Stewart and Robert Barris are actually catching up to Justin Davidson and Jamal Poe. So some traffic popping up. See if that affects anything.
Yeah, it's not what you want to see as the leader. Especially when you have somebody that close behind you.
Yeah, it's like you almost don't want to see really like at all, depending where you are. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. If you get lucky, you love it. If you don't get lucky, you hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter if you're on first or last. It's just there's time every time you're just like, oh, I wish this car wasn't here. Or I wish this. Or I wish that guy didn't show up.
Why didn't he rack already?
Yeah, just spit off the track and give me room, please.
They're like, come on, man, I held you down on the inside for 20 laps. Are you ready to stop? And meanwhile, they're like, nope, I'm still going, dude.
You know, Todd Cray's now caught back up to Joshua Jones, and Schultz has been hanging on to his rear, so see how that goes. Maybe Cray's going to try the re-attack on Jones again, but I think Jones has picked up some pointers from Roadblock Camara there, because he's not going to make it easy on him. People tried passing him, it did not work. That being said, I say that, and immediately Todd Cray's going for the pass. And he's got a pretty good run. Jones is pretty high there, so Cray's going to get a pretty good run. He can slide up in front of him. He's going to get it in one turn. Damn it, why did I say anything?
Mm-hmm.
Why do I say words? The moment I do, they immediately get proven wrong. Damn it, Joshua Jones. So that guy's trolling me, I swear.
And you got Stewart and Barris right now really closing in on some lap traffic here. I believe that's the 20. Is that the 20? Yeah, it's the 20 of Justin Davidson.
Mm-hmm.
And he does keep it up high, so that's not going to be an issue for Barris right there. We'll see now as they come across. I believe that's a 19 of Jamal Poe. We'll see if he stays up high out of the way.
So the pit stop we have, like the safety car we have, is about lap 88. They've gone on 21 laps so far. So this is where the tires will start to give a bit. If you've been pushing hard, they're going to start burning. It won't be too bad yet, but you'll start to feel it. You start to see a few guys wiggle a bit. You see some guys slide a little bit and be like, oh dear, here it goes.
And that was just a scary moment right there for the 22 of Stewart. I don't know if you saw that, but the 19 looked like he got up into the wall as he was getting past.
There's nothing you can do with that, but just look, have a quick prayer, and just put your foot back down.
Yeah, I hope you can get by, because if he comes running down the inside of the track, man, you're his wall right there. And we have a few drivers.
Sesholtz had a good run on Jones there, but unfortunately, that lap car of Jamal Poe is just not let him get past him, unfortunately.
Yeah, they can't use up that whole track like they wanted to.
Yeah, so he had a run, just nothing he could do with it. But Todd Cray's now catching up Joshua Stewart now, so Cray's running up there.
Meanwhile, the 16 of Butler.
Whoa! I mentioned it, and yeah, Joshua Jones had a massive wiggle there. Slid one way, slid the other way, saved it, didn't go into a wall or anything, but man, that would give you a heart attack.
Yeah. These guys been doing a good job, man. 112 laps, only one caution so far.
Oh, yeah. The best thing is Cray's going to see that and lick his lip and be like, ooh, yes.
Yeah.
His tires are almost dead. I'm catching.
somebody smoking in the pits. That's Dante Jackson. Didn't see what happened with him.
Legal. It's legal in some countries.
Yeah. Legal in some states here too. Just not all. That's all I got.
Craig is definitely catching Stewart.
That's all I got to say about that.
Yep, I'm gonna leave that stuff right there.
Leave it alone. Here comes Todd Gray, man, slowly closing in on Stewart.
The question is, he's actually catching it. It's been very slow. I don't think, like, this is my opinion, which will be definitely wrong. I don't think he's gonna have the pace to go for the pass, but he's definitely gonna have to get up to him and hold on. I don't think he's got the pace right now to pass him. He's been catching him very slowly. He's been in draft for a while now. Unless Stewart makes a really big mistake, loses a lot of pace, or just kills himself.
Well, I was going to say Todd Gray may want to try to give him a little mirror full and get him to take his eyes off of his marks.
Yeah.
You know?
Interesting thing to watch as well. I'm very curious about this. I was saying before that the inside line will kill your tires, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the line Barris has been running since the start of this. He hasn't changed from this line at all. Inside line, every corner.
But I think we've seen him do that quite a bit in the past, too.
Yeah, but I gotta ask the guy, what in the world have you done to that car? Because you think his tires would be gone by now. They are starting to slide. He's starting to slide a bit, so it is happening. But how is he still going? How is he still able to consistently pull good laps like that without killing himself? Miracle worker.
And Stewart was faster last time by, not by much.
Ooh. You gotta watch Robert Barris's rear end on these exits. Because it's almost every single time he's having a slight slide on exit, but he's holding it and just pushing his foot to the floor.
And meanwhile, Schultz down underneath the 76 of Jones trying again, cannot get it done that time. Here comes the 16.
Yeah, now Butler's gonna stick his nose in. Yep. That's a problem with this little fight here. If you try and pass and fail, you're gonna get attacked by the next guy.
Yep. The only thing Schultz can hold. Oh, and the 16 gets a little bit sideways. He's gonna hold him off for a little bit longer.
Yeah, remember, we are now at 30 laps on these tires. It's now 30 laps on these tires, so they're cooked. And
we got 3 of these guys up front right now, slowly battling it out as they pass the 78 of Art Peck.
I gotta say, it is amazing watching Barris go at the moment. Because, like, I can see what he's doing, and it takes some brass balls to do that. On exit, he's potentially putting his foot down, letting the car slide, but using the slide, just going with it. Just putting his foot down, just not caring.
And look at that, 3 different lines by the top 3.
Oh, yeah. Barris is just making this work. Stewart's been just holding on. Stewart's going the inside here. Hold up.
Stewart's trying.
He waited for it, and I think he's going to get it here, too. Yeah. He did the same thing that Todd Cray did to Schultz. He just waited for his moment and struck. Got it. And now Todd Cray's sticking his nose on the inside of Barris, too. Barris got a pretty good run on the outside there, but I think Todd Cray's going to get it. Yep, Cray gets it, too. So, rapid shift.
And Cray looked like he was getting ready to go for first.
Well, if there's a time to do it, it's probably now. I mean, then again, it's always now. Yeah, now Jones going the inside of Barris. I think maybe either Barris cooked his tires or maybe just lost a lot of pace from that pass. Ooh. Watching Jones, I'm hearing the car, I'm just listening. I'm listening to that rear end. I'm hearing, like, the sound of tires sliding. Like,
yeah, that scrub.
Yeah, you're sitting there going, oh, God, here it goes. Schultz going to try it again, I think. Schultz might get a run on this exit. Nope. Schultz is the same thing. He can't put his foot down. You're listening to something like they're just like tap, tap, tap on the accelerator. You're hearing slides and taps. These tires are dead.
I'm jumping inside.
Just listen to pretty much anyone here. Todd Cray's the same. On exit, he's just tap, tap, tap the accelerator, trying to find the point where he can put his foot down. They're all doing the same thing here. All of them. Every single one is dancing on ice. Yeah, every single one of them is dancing on ice here to try and find out a little bit more pace. When can they put their foot down? When can they go? When can they turn? Just all you have to do is I'm gonna shut up for a bit and let you listen to that. Just listen to it.
Jones with a great run right up to the back of Barris there. Now Jones to the outside.
I think it's just the line Jones has been taking. He's been taking the midline most of the time. That's how he got passed by 3 people once.
Go up to second place, Todd Cray.
Yeah, from first to sixth, all these drivers are like, they can't put their foot down smooth the next. They're all just tapping it until they can feel they can do it. They're all dancing now. This is just this is like tap dancing on ice. And they've got 56 laps to go. So a pit stop might be in the cards. I mean, if they're crazy, they might try and stretch it out.
There's got to be one more.
Yeah, but some guy might be absolutely insane enough to try and make it work. I mean, I wouldn't want to be that guy, nor would I want to be near that guy, but, you know, someone might give it a go. Oh, a little bit of fighting going on further back between Nevin Iwatsuru and Armando Ortiz. And behind them, Patrick Gasoli is a lap down watching it. Well, Armando's got a pretty bent car, but he's got a pretty good pace for that thing. And Nevin's the guy who's tied for 3rd at the moment, and he's currently back in 13th, which is not where he wants to be.
Yeah, no, it's not going to help him tonight so far, but we still got some.
Yoshi Tellez had a bit of a scare there. One hell of a slide on exit. Seeing it everywhere across the track. Everyone's now just struggling to keep that car alive.
Yeah, we're watching guys right now kind of moving all over the place here.
Yeah, it's no longer about being the fastest. It's no longer about being on the fastest part of the track. It's the part of the track you feel comfortable driving on. Because if you try too hard, you're going to kill yourself.
Oh, the 93 of the Sonia almost goes for a ride.
There's a lot of almost and close to it, close to deaths and all that stuff. It's everyone's dancing so much.
I'll tell you what.
Shots on the inside of Jones here. He might actually get it here. The good run entry. He's got in front of him. Jones has got nowhere to go. Schultz takes it.
Schultz does take that spot.
He's now into 4th and he's going to chase after Barris. Barris is really fallen behind Cray and Stewart. He's definitely killed those tyres on that low line.
Yeah, Cray and Stewart have taken off.
Yeah, that low line, while it worked for him, it kept him up in the head, is now got nothing left of those tyres. Oh, yellow flag. What happened?
Iwatsuru goes around.
Oh, no, I'm willing to bet Iwatsuru had an incident with what's in there.
Let's go back and take a quick look here.
Apparently, Armando Ortiz got loose in the corner and took out Iwatsuru, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was going to say, you see them side by side, and Iwatsuru, oh, yeah. Oh, man. And who hits him there? Who was that?
I believe maybe Adam Matz? Yeah, I believe that was Adam Matz.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
But yeah, that's the unfortunate side effect of driving this fast on, like, what was that? How many laps was that? That was lap 130, lap 88.
Like 55 laps.
45-ish to 50, yeah, somewhere around that line. Essentially 40 to 50 laps of these tyres, with no one giving an inch. Everyone pushing hard, so I'm not surprised it happened, but it's still a shame that it happened. So everyone's going to go for pit stop. Let's see if anyone misses their pit stop.
So Stewart bringing him down. We'll see, obviously it's going to be 4 tires and fuel, because this is going to be probably the last stop of the night. Oh, yeah. Unless we get another caution.
Last stint is anything to go by. It's exactly 50 laps from here until the end. And that was a 40-50 lap stint right there. So, yeah. This is the last pit stop unless someone has another caution.
Well, I think everybody stopped pretty good.
And no one wants to make a mistake this time.
Oh, someone backing up to 24 having some issues there.
Oh! Cole Craig gets out in front ahead of Joshua Stewart.
Wow, just beats him out there too, man. He had a 14.0. Stewart had a 14.9 and Barris a 14.7. Schultz 14.2.
Cole Craig's got that extra benefit as well. Cole Craig's got the extra benefit being that last car on the stretch, so he can just put his foot down and go straight. There's something to be said about having that first pit box. A few movers as well. Unfortunately, Joshua Jones lost, I think, 1-2 positions. He lost 1 to Elliott Butler at least. Kamara's back in 7th or 8th, which is good to see.
Got a couple of lap down cars coming in, and it looks like we got a bunch of guys that are going to be taking the wave around.
Oh yeah, quite a few.
And right now we still have 18 cars on the lead lap, and I'm not sure. Yeah, I wonder if it was Aaron Corey who No, he's going to take the wave around. There you go. I wanted to see who was the lucky dog, but I didn't catch it.
Forge doesn't tell us, so we have to kind of guess.
Usually you can see who's the first car lap down, but what messes it up right now is the guys that are out in front of the leader. I mean, they're technically a lap down, but it doesn't show them a lap down now. It shows them, 128 behind.
Yeah, it's always a bit messy.
No, don't start that, because that's the way I'll be doing next.
That's right. I got Mars coffee next to me.
Yeah, I brought down some sweet tea. I need it, man. I'm glad I brought a drink tonight.
Yeah, Toad Cray's gonna be a big winner out of that pit stop, though. Like, he's gonna be back up in front, and he had to pace the fight Schultz earlier on, so he ain't no slouch. He had to spend most of that last stint just trying to get back up to the front. Now he's in the front, so that's absolutely perfect for him.
So let me give a quick reminder here. We had 10 lead changes, 131 laps completed. We have 49 laps left to go. The standings coming in tonight for the top 10 in the point standings with Seth Schultz only 1 point ahead of Joshua Jones. Todd Cray, Nevin Uetsuru, Josh Stewart, or is that Joshua Stewart? Yeah, Joshua Stewart, all tied for third with 43 points. Brad Spidel with 42, Adam Nowinski with 40, Adam Matz and Caleb Thompson with 39 points, and then Justin Davidson with 38 points. That was coming into tonight's race. So it's definitely going to be a big change here in the points.
Something interesting there. Something very interesting about that too. You said, Toad Cray and Joshua Stewart are tied for third. Guess what positions they are? 1 and 2.
Oh, so these guys are really fighting it out.
Oh yeah, and you said Joshua Jones is in second place in points? Well, he's only 1 car behind Seth Schultz, who's number 1. These guys are all up the front right now fighting the points. Anyone not in that little pack there? Unfortunately, it's never near Uetsuru who had that incident. So yeah, this front pack of 5 or 6 cars, get ready for some fun. Cause this is championship level fun right now.
Yeah, this is it right now.
This isn't just for wins. This is for wins and points.
We're waiting on that green flag here. Tonight's race brought to you by Central Mass Power Sports, a New England power sport company. You're watching DieHard Racing League's Xfinity Series, American Hero Hunt. And we are at Dover for 180 laps as we go back green. Joshua Stewart out front. Robert Barris holding on to second. Todd Cray going to slide it up into third, and Seth Schultz into fourth. And we got a big traffic jam going on further back.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely a bit of a mess there with Camara, Spile, Jones, Wensky. Surprised to see Jones so far back. He's now back in, 8th.
Yeah, and he's about to get attacked by Nowinski now.
Had a really... Whoa! Crashed by the back.
Oh no.
Never knew Uetsuru again.
Wow. Let me go back and see what happened here.
And guess what? It was Amanda Ortiz and Nevin Uetsuru again.
Wow.
Same 2 drivers in the last portion.
We're keeping an eye on them right now, watching the 30 and the 9. Ooh, looked like the 9 into the back. Let me try a different camera angle here. Yeah, I don't know. Looked like he went to go maybe pass him on the inside, or maybe just a little retaliation. Not sure, man.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to say, right?
I'm trying to say it as I can. That was silly. It wasn't. I doubt that was on purpose. I don't think it was, but he definitely slowed down way too late.
Yeah. I don't know, the way it looked like he was getting ready to shoot it down to the inside, but then just the way it looked like maybe
it's a very weird one. I completely trying to think how could that be anything, but that's just
Hey,
I don't know. I don't like that one.
Short tracks will give you a little bit of tempo problems here. So we'll see if anybody does come down pit road, but we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back.
Introducing a whole new form of racing to the best online racing simulation in the world. This is dirt racing on iRacing.com. Race online at some of America's most legendary dirt tracks, including Eldora and Williams Grove. iRacing is the premier online racing game featuring NASCAR, IndyCar, sports cars, and now World of Outlaws, the leading sanctioning body for dirt racing. iRacing is easy to use and features a centralized ranking system to make sure you have the best experience at any skill level. With a massive inventory of high-precision laser scan tracks and cars with an unmatched dedication to quality and detail, iRacing gives you the most authentic online racing experience available. Thanks to iRacing's dynamic track system developed specifically for dirt racing, tracks change over the course of a race, just like your favorite dirt track on a Friday or Saturday night. From a slick racing groove all the way up to the cushion, iRacing's dirt tracks deliver non-stop racing action. Partnered with the World of Outlaws, iRacing is your source for the most authentic dirt racing experience available, featuring 4 brand new tracks and 11 new cars, including street stocks, Legends cars, late models, NASCAR trucks, winged and non-winged sprint cars, with much more on the way. Join the dirt revolution on iRacing.com and start slinging mud today.
All right, we are back. Pace car lights are out. We're gonna wait for the kickstart here. We're at lap 140 of 180 this time cross stripe. They do go on green. And
that's going to be interesting.
It's definitely going to be something here, because you got some fast guys up in the front that want to get out front. And we saw, I think that was Joshua Stewart before, take off on the start and actually get ahead.
Yeah, the one big loser of that last start, unfortunately, was Joshua Jones. But now he's got a chance to try again. He's now going to have a chance to try and get back up front. But this front 3 rows is going to be amazing to watch, because they're all fast guys. Even the row behind them actually aren't exactly slouches either.
Yeah, even you got Thompson and Butler side by side, Speidel and Kamara.
Mm-hmm. And then Joshua Jones behind them too. He ain't slow either. Remember, it's go on green here. And green flag. No real losers there. Butler was a little slow. Kamara was going to run up the rear.
And Barris with a really good run there.
But Stewart's a really good one too.
And
Craig's
Cray,
his nose into it quite well.
yeah, Cray was fighting, trying to get that second place spot. Might lose third here to Schultz.
Nope, wasn't going to slide ahead of Schultz. Schultz got nowhere to go. Most of the pack is already single filed out. They decided now it's not the time to fight. But except for Jones trying to get in the inside of Speidel already, so maybe he didn't get that memo. What's that? You said attack? Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, time to go, 40 laps.
Oh, Cray was going inside of Barris here. Almost had an instant with him actually. That's why you have to dive into the left. But you might actually get it on this corner. And Schultz is going to see that and kind of stick his nose in as well. But unfortunately,
not able to do it.
Yeah, quite a shame. But Cray is now back up to second. And if I know anything about this guy in this track so far, he ain't going to be there for long. He's going to fight up for first place.
Yeah, he had a really fast qualified time and a really fast car.
And consistent too is the main thing. But everyone else was sliding around. His car is still pretty well planted, so... Oh, I said that. He just almost gave a love tap to the wall. Stop trying to prove me wrong, guys. Okay, I get it.
They got a good battle going on up in the front. We got some good battles going on a little bit further in the pack, too.
Yeah, and once again, Roadblock Kamara is holding back Joshua Jones again. So much so that Jones actually might lose a position at Aaron Corey, and Kamara almost got a pass on Caleb Thompson from that. He almost defended so well he attacked.
Yeah. Side by side, the 43 and the 76.
Oh yeah, and ahead of them, Kamara is still trying to make that pass on Thompson.
Here goes Schultz.
Oh yeah, Schultz got a good pass. I think he's going to get it pretty cleanly here too. Parrish has nothing for him. He might try to crisscross him here, but don't think he's going to have the pace.
It didn't look like it there. He'll have to try and set him up one more time.
And David Camara on the inside of Caleb Thompson, and then looks like, oh, we almost went kind of through right there with Joshua Jones and Aaron Corey and Caleb Thompson there, but Corey backed off. Jones couldn't get the pass on Thompson, but Camara gets ahead of Thompson, so that's a win for the roadblock.
That is insane what's going on back here between Jones, Corey, Nowinski.
Oh yeah, and these guys aren't exactly slow. They're fighting for it. Oh, Corey almost goes door banging with Jones there.
Yeah, Jones looked like he saw it coming and kind of moved up just a little bit.
I gotta say, it takes some real brass ones from Aaron Corey there, because he stuck his wheel below that white line, pretty much onto the apron. It did not slide, did not lose it, didn't lose control, didn't lose time. But man, I would not dare put my foot down there. Yeah, I know, I saw it.
He heard you. He heard you. Said, I'm gonna give you the slide you were looking for, man. Hang on.
Oh yeah. But
and that's contact right there.
That's a big incident.
Oh man, a lot of cars involved in that one. Oh
you're
man.
right, they heard me.
Oh my goodness.
You were right, they heard me.
Oh
Damn
dude.
it.
Let's go back.
And that started between Corey and Jones. It's like Corey thought he was past, or maybe he just went a little too far wide, and Jones went into him and just never nice when that happens.
Right there, just barely making contact. The 28, the 5. No, I'm not calling you. I'm not calling you Siri. Oh my goodness, I didn't even say anything close to it. Let's go back, take a ride with the 5 here and see what he saw. It happens in front of him, nowhere to go. And he gets hit by the 24, the 14 gets a piece of that. Oh man, that was pretty bad.
First place for all that is Adam Nowinski. Like, he has nowhere to go. He's watching this, he's first hand. It's like, where do I go? I'm right behind these guys. I literally cannot go anywhere. Just plant it.
Oh.
Nope. Dead. Absolutely destroyed.
It happens so fast too on this track. There's not much you can do about it, honestly.
Yeah, and there's just no room. Like, when it happens, everyone's going to go for the pits by the looks of it. Yeah, everyone's decided this is now the time to get some new tires.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you know, you got to caution.
Is anyone crazy enough to do rights only? I don't think so. I think they're all doing the 4-tire strap, but like right sides only could be a possibility because it wasn't really that much of a long run. Whoa, that's a big shift.
Was that Schultz that got out first?
Well, hold on. There's a car ahead, apparently. Hold up. No, never mind. It's just lying to me. It's all good. Seth Schultz up ahead, yeah. Todd Cray behind him. Robert Barris behind him. So, 3rd and 4th turned into 1st and 2nd. And then 1st and 2nd just went to 3rd and 4th. So, everything just switched over. That's all. That's all that's happened here.
Yeah, they just kind of did a reversal here.
Change places. So, yeah, Seth Schultz now back up ahead with Todd Cray. Once again, the star of the race is continuing.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed. It's just a few cars have left the track.
Yeah, it was a pretty big hit there, man. A lot of cars taking on some damage.
Yeah, it's fortunate for Joshua Jones. He was actually up in the front 5 cars near the start of this race, fighting it out there for a long time. But like a string of bad luck, he had a bad pit stop followed by a couple of incidents, and now he's his car is a mangled wreck. He's still going. He's back. He's got out of those pits. He's still rolling, but that car does not look happy anymore. Like I can see the wheels aren't even straight really anymore. That left one's not cambered the way it should be. Maybe it is. I'm not quite sure. It's NASCAR. So it's hard to tell.
Meanwhile, you got Seth Schultz, who started 3rd. He is currently your leader. I believe that is 56 laps led. Looks like 56 or 58 laps led. Kind of hard to tell what it is on my screen. But he'll be out front. Then we go back to Todd Cray, started on the pole. He is in 2nd. Robert Barris, he is 3rd. He started, I believe that's 8th. Joshua Stewart started 11th. He is sitting in 4th. Elliott Butler is in 5th. He started 4th. David Camara started 5th. He's in 6th. Jose Tellez started 7th. He is 7th. Caleb Thompson started 13th. He is 8th. Dame Newsom started 23rd. He's up in 9th. And Adam Matt started 18th, and he is up in 10th.
And remember as well, like, for most of these guys, Schultz was fighting with Cray at the start. So Cray and Schultz essentially were fighting each other for the first third of this race. And then it was the Robert Barris show, where Robert Barris got ahead and took that low line constantly. And we saw what happened there. After a while, his tyres started to die, so he started falling back. And now we had a few incidents here. We saw Butler behind him. He's had pace, but never been in the position to use it. He's always got someone in his way. Joshua Stewart's just been hanging in there and getting in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see Camaro back in sixth, because Camaro has been fighting this entire race, just trying to hold on to what he's got.
He's been holding on.
Usually Taylor's, remember, for a while was in third on his own, just in open air in the first third of this race. So it's good to see he's caught back. He did lose a lot of places, but he managed to get it all back. Yeah. Thompson's been moving around a lot.
Yeah, Thompson's been to the front, to the back, to the middle.
Oh, yeah. And Dame Newsom was actually a lap down, I believe, at one point. So I'm glad to see them back.
Yeah, this should be pretty good. This could be it. 29 laps to go when they get the green flag. Pressure is on, so I don't know, but I mean, dude, we could be green. This could end it right here. And these laps go by fast. We're waiting for the green flag right now, and it does come out.
Yeah, and off they go. That was a pretty good run for Cray there.
Almost 3 wide at the start. Did you see that?
Yeah, Barris he thought about it. He was thinking, like, do I want to get past it? I can't really. He might try giving Seth Jones a bit of a bump draft there. Try and get him ahead of Cray.
He wants that second place spot.
Oh, these guys are running close.
Yeah.
This front pack is still pretty much too wide here.
Meanwhile, Barris does take second. Cray up in third, and here comes the 16 of Butler now.
And he got Caleb Thompson on the inside of Camaro as well. Trying to get past the roadblock here. I think he's gonna get him.
Oh, a little bit of contact.
He bumps Camaro out the way. Unfortunately, it's going to make Camaro trained by at least 2 or 3 more cars.
Yeah, you see the 14 of Newsom. And it looks like the 5 of Spido going to try also, maybe.
I don't know if Spido's going to be able to make it there, but oh, whoa, Camaro had a bit of a slide there.
Yeah, and he's got some serious right front damage too.
That's 3 positions, unfortunately, for Camaro. Got lost there.
Meanwhile, look at Barris and Cray.
Oh yeah, now it's Cray and Butler. Right behind them, you've got Joshua Stewart trying to stick his nose in on it as well.
And while this is going on, Schultz is just disappearing.
Yep. But Barris is back in second, which is good for him. But unfortunately, like, Barris is definitely good at defending, but he's not exactly fast here today for some reason. He's just got really good defensive lines. So the longer Cray's behind him, the more Schultz is going to get away, because Schultz is taking his usual line, getting good pace, but Barris taking his inside line, which is slower but hard to pass.
But he was pretty good on the inside line there, and then all of a sudden, as we saw earlier, his car just gave up.
Exactly, yeah, it just gave up entirely. That's the thing though, right? That inside line, where do you go when someone's holding the inside line? You have to go on the outside, but you can never quite make the pass like that unless you get really lucky. Which means you can't really pass him, but at the same time, he's not exactly fast. Like, look at the difference in lap time from the last lap alone. Seth Schultz, 24.2, Barris, 24.3. This early in the race. He's a 0.1 of a second slower already.
And Todd Cray...
as fast as you want it to be.
Todd Cray is all over the back of him.
Yeah, he wants to get past and catch up to Seth. He knows he's got the pace for it, but Barris is not going to make that easy for him.
And by the time he gets by, he may not have the tires to catch Seth, and that's exactly what Seth wants to see. Be 23 laps to go this time by the stripe. I'll tell you what, man. Been a good race here so far. 4 cautions at Dover for 27 drivers starting tonight.
Yeah, considering how many drivers that we have here, and so many different like variations in driving lines, speeds, and everything, and even strategy at some point. It's good to see that it's been so few cautions, because it could have been a lot more. We would expect it, to be honest.
And look at where Cray is now.
Yeah, he managed to get past. Man, why did I look away for like a couple of moments?
You missed it.
He got him on the inside, yeah.
Yeah, he got by.
Really quickly. Wow.
And meanwhile, the 24 is looking on the inside, or Caleb Thompson's actually looking on the outside and makes that pass.
Yeah, Thompson's got some pretty good pace right now.
Smart guy, man, saving it to the end of the race.
Yeah, but now Cray separated away from Barris rather rapidly. He's now going to try and run up to Schultz. Interestingly, he is faster than Schultz right now. But is that because Schultz is saving his tyres and fuel? Or is Cray just that fast? We'll see if Schultz picks up the pace now, noticing that Cray's catching up. We'll see if he's been just saving a bit, or if he's just going that slow. Yeah, the time's pretty much equalized there, so maybe Schultz was slowing down a bit.
I say he might be watching in the mirror, letting him get a little bit closer and just trying to save a little bit more. Get Todd Craig to really wind that thing up, burn those tires off a little bit faster.
That's one thing Chef Schultz has that Craig doesn't. Time.
True.
Schultz can sit back, he can use up the gap he's got, he can take his time, relax, wait, make Craig fight as hard as he can for that catch-up, and then just put his foot down again.
Yeah, he can sit back, put his feet up on the desk, do his taxes. He doesn't have to worry.
Craig was actually slower than Schultz that lap. And he was a little faster that lap, so their times are pretty much the same.
Yeah, they keep going back and forth here again.
Well, we got Joshua Stewart on the inside of Elliott Butler for fourth. Butler has got a bit of the draft from Barris, and he has got the outside line, which is definitely hard to pass someone on. See if he gets a good run on its exit here. Now looks like Stewart's going to get the better run there.
Oh!
Both of them wiggle hard.
Oh, man, that was almost bad.
I've seen Butler do that a few times on multiple tracks. It's always scary, but he manages to always save it.
And he is right there on the back. Now he's going to take a look to the inside.
He wants that position back. He doesn't want to be back here. Excuse me, sir. That is my position. Please give it back.
Wow. Did you see Stewart there get that back end sliding out?
Oh, they're all doing it now. They've got 15 laps to go, and this is like 5 laps to go. They don't care. Go for it. Go for the position.
And meanwhile, Schultz got a pretty good run right now over Todd Craig by 6/10. And then you got Robert Barris back here in third, leading this second pack. Joshua Stewart right here in fourth in the number 22, and Elliott Butler in the 16, running in fifth.
I don't want to make a prediction here, but I think this is my guess. I think Barris is going to lose his tires in the last 5 to 10 laps because he's taking that inside line again. And we saw what happened last time. He kept doing the inside line. After a while, his tires just gave. The question is going to be, how hard does Butler and Stewart fight? If they fight too hard, Barris can get a bit away, look after his tires a bit more. But if they keep fighting the way they are now, if they stop fighting and catch up to him, then they can catch him and pass him pretty easily. But it looks like they're not going to give up fighting. Butler wants that position back. He doesn't care.
And Stewart down on that bottom, like he just got a little bit sideways that last lap. Better on exit on that one.
It's Butler on the bottom, by the way.
Oh, did I say Stewart? Sorry, yeah, Butler.
Yeah,
I'm confused, man.
That's so good.
It seems like when he comes out of 4, it wants to go around on him. 1 and 2, he's not so bad in.
Yeah, that's what I was told from the drivers. 1 and 2 is fine. It's your normal corner on any track, but 3 and 4 is the devil itself.
Yeah, 3 and 4 just seems to be trouble right there. We saw the 24 kind of run it down a little bit.
He was trying to catch Thompson. He was fighting for him for a few laps, but there you saw him have a big slide. Fortunately, Brad Spiral did get past David Camara. He did pass the roadblock. I guess he passed his breath and everything.
Yeah, I think that damage on Camara's car is really hurting him right now because he definitely not showing the pace that he had earlier.
Yep, we're coming around to 10 laps to go, and Craig just does not have the pace to catch Schultz at the moment. It's going to be a question of who makes a mistake.
Oh, if it stays green.
That too.
If it goes yellow, that could change this whole thing just that fast. Because you know if it goes yellow and Seth doesn't come in, everyone else is going in.
Yeah.
And if he goes in, no one else is going in. So
either way you lose.
Yeah, you don't want to be him right now.
Oh yeah. You can hear 2 internal mantras going off in their head. Schultz is saying repeatedly, don't, no yellow, no yellow, no yellow, no yellow. And you're hearing inside Todd Craig's head, yellow, 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 yellow. It's the same. They want exactly opposite things right now.
One more restart, please.
Just get me closer. Get me closer. I want to attack this guy. Come on.
We have Thompson in 6th, 24 in 7. Dave Newsom up here in the number 14 and 8. Spido right now in 9th in that number 5. And Camara right there in 10th in that 72. And Camara right to the back bumper again of Spido.
Or maybe you make a pass on him, but they were getting past Joshua Jones at the moment. Jones is way out there on the outside line, as should be. Crane does have good pace.
And Jones is right now being shown 1 lap down.
Yeah, his car is pretty much total at this point.
Yeah, it's unfortunate too, man, because he had a really good car too.
Oh yeah, he was fighting for the top 5, and just fortunately just wrong place, wrong time, wrong driver there too.
Yep.
Ooh, and Joshua Stewart's now back on the right in the rear of Robert Barris. Maybe he decided Barris' tyres are going. He's got 6 laps to make it work, so this is the time to strike.
You might have heard your prediction.
Yeah, maybe. You got to start pushing
There
now.
he
Yeah,
goes. There he goes.
Question is his tyres all right? Is Barris' tyres dying? Well, Barris is getting a pretty good run on the exit there. Yeah, Barris got a pretty good run there on that outside line. Stewart's going to keep trying.
And here comes the
Does have the
16.
pace. Does have the pace to get it. He's been fighting hard.
The 16 of Butler, man, coming in on this.
Yeah, if they're going to keep fighting, Butler might catch up. This is what Butler's been looking for too. There's a bit of a fight up ahead of them. Yeah, Stewart's trying again, but he doesn't quite have the pace. Barris is going to get the run off there. Oh no, hold on. That's a pretty good run for Stewart there. He might be able to stick his nose in still. And he does.
He just can't. Can he slide it up? Yeah, he's going to. Wow.
Close one.
Yeah, that was close.
But that means Butler's now catching up to Stewart. Butler's going to try and stick his nose in. He is going to stick his nose in. Butler's decided this is the time to strike.
Man.
This is the right time to do it. Both cars are a little unsettled. They're a bit slow. This is the time for Butler to go for that position. But yeah, Barris dropped 2 positions. I like it when I'm for once right. It happens like once in a blue moon, but it happens.
It does go around.
I just need to ride my smug train to Smugville. Thank you.
That's all right. We'll go down to Hungry Jack's together, bro.
God damn it! I'll find a way to scrub that from your memory, I swear. See if Butler has anything for Stewart right now. 'Cause he's trying to get it. He's not giving up. He wants that position.
You take me to Hungry Jack's, I'll take you over to Zaxby's when you come down this way.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Wow, look at the 4 of Caleb Thompson now.
Yeah, also Butler dropped a lot of time from Stewart. So Stewart's going to get that 3rd place pretty much locked down with 2 laps to go. And Thompson's decided, yep, Barris' tyres are gone. This is my time to strike.
Yeah,
if he can make it work.
That'll get him up to 4th if he can do it right there. Look, here comes the 24 now.
Yeah, but say interesting move is Yosu Tellez. He was in 3rd at the start of this race, and he's right behind this little fighting pack. He's got 2 laps to get up there.
And meanwhile, Schultz out front.
And Camara got past the Spiral, is now once again holding him off. You did not pass the roadblock passed you.
And it looks like Caleb Thompson's going to shoot it up a little bit high at 24, trying to get his nose in there. Can't do it. We're at the last lap.
He also went on an apron there. Like, I'm surprised that car is still alive because I would have killed myself doing that.
Set Schultz across the line. And Schultz going to be your winner here.
Yeah. Still trying, but I don't think Caleb Thompson's going to get it. I think Barris got that. No worries.
Yeah, that's going to be Thompson in 6. Schultz takes your lead, takes your win. Well, pretty good, man.
Good win for sure. Like, he started at the front, had a bit of a mess midway through the race, but doesn't matter. He got back to the front in the end. Barris giving him a bit of a door bang.
What a love tap there, man.
Question is, what's the story behind that love tap? Is it a good one or a bad one? I don't quite know.
Great run for Schultz. He came in here 1 point ahead, and with his win is definitely going to help him in the points here tonight. So I'm curious to see.
Another person who wins that too. Todd Cray was tied for 3rd, as you said. Same with Joshua Stewart. Guess who was 2nd and 3rd? Todd Cray, Joshua Stewart. So Cray just got ahead of Stewart there.
Wow.
That's the fights for positions and points we had here. And it was a good one.
We have Joshua Stewart in 3rd, Todd Cray in 2nd, Seth Schultz in 1st. And if you don't mind, I'm going to have you do 3rd and 1st. I'll do 2nd.
Can I just have 1st?
You want 1st?
Yeah, I just want Schultz, baby.
All right, let me find Stewart here. See if I can get him down here to the room. Hey, Joshua Stewart, SR Booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Hey, man, great run for you tonight. Had a stellar car out there, man. Looked like you pretty much had it. You were under, give attack all night long, man. Just a couple spots where it gave you a little bit of trouble. Give us a run through.
Yeah, around lap 100, I think I was behind, or I had Todd chasing me down and Robert in front of me. I think I was maybe running third. I knew I had to get by Robert, whether it was throw a slide job on him, seemed like that was the only way you could get by him tonight. It was really hard to pass in 3 and 4. It was really hard to pass everywhere. It was like driving on ice.
Yeah, we were. Well, I noticed. Looked like 1 and 2 wasn't too bad. 3 and 4 seemed to be trouble for a couple guys. We've seen you a few times coming out of 3 and 4 where the back end looked like it was getting ready to start going around. But not really bad, man. 180 laps here, 4 cautions, and you come out of here third. You started 11th, so you definitely moved your way up to the front. Gonna help you in the points. We were checking out the points coming into the race tonight, and you were tied in a 3-way tie with Todd Cray, Iwitsuru, yourself for third. And you're going to finish here third. Todd Cray will finish 1 spot in front. So, man, I'll tell you what, some hard racing going on here tonight, man.
Yeah, for sure. It was a lot of fun. It was, like I said, really slick, but really fun racetrack.
I believe next week is Talladega. Talladega could be anybody's race. How you feel about it?
Yeah, it's about a 50-50 chance, I think, winning it or finishing it, really.
Being at the right place, the wrong time. You managed to keep your car clean, man, and avoid some of the carnage that we saw go on back there. You guys did a good job, though, man. 180 laps, only 4 cautions, 27 drivers started tonight. Man, it was definitely a handful, but really looked good out there, man. We just want to thank Central Mass Power Sports for sponsoring tonight's race. And before we let you get out of here, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Thank you all for putting it on, you guys in the broadcast, Central Power Sports and DieHard Racing League, American Hero Hunt.
All right, man. Well, listen, congratulations on third. Coming up from 11th place and finishing third was good. You were fighting all night. Hopefully you got something good, a little bit of good luck next week at Talladega. We'll be watching.
For sure. Thank you.
All right, bud. All right, that was your third place driver, Joshua Stewart. Let's go to Todd Cray in the number 21. Let me see if I can find him here.
I got him. Do you want me to drag him?
Yes, sir. Would you? Hey, Todd Cray, SR Booth, you got a copy?
Hey, guys. Got you loud and clear.
Hey, dude, first of all, congratulations on the pole. That was a record-breaking run right there, man. Had a great-looking car out there tonight. You got to lead a ton of laps, and you do take it home second. Not the win, but, man, I'll tell you what a race here tonight. Tell us about the second half of the race there, man, chasing down Schultz, especially at the end.
Yeah, it comes down to here at Dover with the cautions and restarts, and when you're struggling with restarts, it's tough to win. Seth was strong all night. He got behind there a little bit at times, but seen him back there. I knew he'd be strong at the end. Like I said, I mean, the long run car, we had a great long run car. That last run there, I think, was only going to be 30 laps, and I knew Seth was going to be really tough, and had to get by Robert there. So just kind of didn't roll our way at the end. But hey, we're running consistent, and I will take second tonight after that effort. Well, what a race.
Yeah, we saw coming into the points tonight, you, Iwitsuru, and Stewart all tied for third place. You're the highest finisher out of the group, so that's probably going to give you the advantage. Looks like Stewart probably will finish right behind you. Iwitsuru had a little bit of trouble tonight. He's going to finish back in 13th. But got to make you feel a little bit better, man, having a good night. Definitely going to clear up some of those points for a tie as we head into Talladega next week.
I mean, yeah. I mean, coming out of Dover second, you know, you could take that for a good points night. You know, Talladega, who knows what's going to happen there. I mean, we had a great card tonight. You know, congrats to Seth. I mean, he just really put together, you know, the perfect race. And as far as the points go, you know, let's be consistent. I feel like I like talking to you guys. If I'm talking to you guys, I know I'm, you know, being consistent and running up front. So we just got to sharpen up a little bit here, maybe put a little bit more laps in practice during the week and, you know, try to get one of these wins here.
Yeah, at this point, man, you're gonna know us by first name basis. But definitely a good race, man. Especially that pole run, that pole win, man. That was some awesome time right there, starting on the pole. You got a ton of laps led, so you get some bonus points for that. You get out of here second with a pretty clean looking car. Hopefully next week at Talladega, things go your way. You know, you get a decent finish. You know how Talladega could be, man. That's anybody's game. It's like a roll of the dice. So you know, at least if something does happen, you're kind of sitting pretty comfortable right now. But you know, we'll see if you can take this momentum next week and move it forward a little bit more.
That's the plan. Like I said, consistency, confidence. Talladega, there's not going to be much testing to do this week. Like you said, crapshoot, but try to qualify well, stay up front. A lot of these guys, great drivers. So I expect to have a good race, 3 wide, 4 wide, and you know, just really let it hang out and you know, hope for the best there.
Yeah, see if you can get yourself a good partner right there, get some good pit strategy, and avoid the big one, man. We want to thank Central Mass Power Sports for coming on and sponsoring tonight's race, and American Hero Hunt for sponsoring the series. And before we let you get out of here, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Well, I'm going to back that up for you, American Hero Hunt for the series. Really appreciate them doing what they do. DieHard Racing, my buddy Patrick from Central Mass Power Sports coming on board and supporting the series. SR Broadcasting, Swisher Sweets, and just a great bunch of guys, man. Really enjoyed it, and thanks a lot.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I haven't had a Swisher Sweet in years, man. I remember those. I used to love those things. Congratulations, man, again on the pole and a second place finish here tonight, and we'll see what you got next week at Tally.
Thank you, fellas. Appreciate it, man.
All right, go celebrate, man.
Good night. Thank you.
All right, that was second place, Todd Cray. Let's get a word in with our winner here tonight, Mr. Seth Schultz. And I'll get him here. I'll get him here for you. And he's all yours.
Seth Schultz, man, you get a copy?
I do.
I gotta say, mate, that's gonna be a good race for you. You were fast the whole way through.
Yeah, I felt Todd was actually the car to beat, because in that first run anyways, he was right with me. I mean, he laid back, but I think he saved a little bit, and I was still pushing, and then he caught back up, so I was going to let him go by and pit, just to kind of fool him a little bit. And I tried to get a little more extra out of going in, and about hit the barrels and got caught like 15 miles an hour over, and so I had a 15 second hold, so that kind of blew a little bit, but...
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you guys were fast in that first stint together. Like, you guys were like glued together, going super fast. But in that middle stint there with you in that pits, was it 15 miles over you were on the entry?
I think I was. I know I was well over. I think pit road was 35, and I was like 49 or something like that. And I mean, I still was trying to slow it down, but because if you could get, it almost allowed you to get halfway through the timing, and if you weren't at pit road speed limit by that time, then it would black flag, and I think I was still at 40. So yeah, it got me.
Yeah, it was definitely entertaining watching you go in there. You came in sideways almost, but you managed to save it. You managed to get back up the front. How was those tires feeling after those 50 lap stints?
They were starting to give out. I mean, you had to really baby it, especially in 3 and 4. If you didn't wait on it, you were gonna drift up and hit the wall. 1 and 2, if you got on it too hard, the back end was starting to come out. So it was still fun. I mean, I wasn't even sure we were gonna have a caution. I'm like, it might be too good to be true. And then when we had our first caution, we were getting close quite a ways on that run again, and I'm like, we were all, lunch house were thinking about pitting, because lap 120 was when I wanted to come down again. And I think Robert made the comment he was going to pit, or somebody did, and then the caution come out. So I was like, okay, I guess we don't have to worry about going a lap down and getting trapped.
I was gonna say, man, like those long stints, you had like 5-6 cars up front, all just like driving on ice together. All 5 of you were like fighting it out. But I was like, near the end, were you praying for like no cautions at the last stint? Worried about Craig catching you?
I knew on that restart that I had to do what I could do to get a good one, and I didn't get quite as good as Robert, I don't think. Todd was pretty even with me, and it was throw everything into turn one as hard and as fast as you can go, and give the guy on the outside room, and it finally got decided by 3 and 4, and then when Todd got stuck behind Robert, I'm like, I got to check out as fast and as far as I can get, because if Todd gets by Robert, he'll be coming. And sure enough, he got by, and he got it to within like 7/10, and I was kind of taking it easy, trying to save a little bit, and I'm like, okay, it's time to push it again. And I knew if he got to me with like, say 10 or 5 to go, I was done for. I mean, he had 3 and 4, I'd say pretty well mastered. 1 and 2, I felt I was a little better in, so it was kind of, we were trading back and forth, but overall, I think he was better than I was.
I was going to ask if you were saving a little bit on those last few laps, but I guess you answered my question there. You were definitely, like, were you going hard as you could, or you were saving a little bit in the tank?
Far as my tank goes, that was
sorry, just driving hard, sorry. Not the actual fuel. I know fuel meant nothing here.
Yeah, it was, well, actually, that was how I went from 3rd to 1st in the pits. I turned everything off except for tires and pushed my luck as fast as I could get in the pit box, and I don't remember, I think it was Todd. Yeah, I just beat Todd out. So the pit stop is really what, I guess you would say, between that and the restart is what won the race. I mean, if it wouldn't have been for that, and I think if Todd would have been in 1st, or even 2nd for that matter, and I was stuck behind him, I don't think I ever would have got past the other guys. In traffic, it was hard to pass. You could set up a run, but if you didn't get far enough ahead of them on the next straight, you weren't going to beat them through the next turn, because they could just pinch you down, and then you were just stuck there. So, it was...
Yeah, we did see a lot of that.
Yeah,
so I gotta say, first in points, first in race, that got to feel good, man, seriously. You're currently leading the points for the entire thing. You're leading by a single point before this race. Now it's extended.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, but, the big wild card race is coming up sooner or later. I don't remember where we go next week, but...
Talladega.
That's the wild card race. So, it's the guys that are going to be a little farther back in the points are going to be trying to get up to the front and lead as many laps as they can. I'm not good at qualifying there. If I get the pole, I will buy you guys a case of beer. Because it is a rarity for me to get the pole there at any play track. I don't know. I just suck at qualifying there. So yeah.
Fair enough. So I was going to ask you if you're feeling good at Talladega, but apparently you don't qualify so well there, so nice to know.
I like to say I don't qualify well there, but I can work the draft pretty good, but I don't know. I haven't been there in the Xfinity car in a long time. And the majority of practice is going to be seeing who you can work with and who you'd rather not. I mean, for me, I'm overly picky with the guy in front of me, and even the guy behind me for that matter. I try to set myself up to have somebody good in front of me and somebody, good behind me. But somebody that's, moving left and right just 6 inches drives me nuts. So it just makes me want to turn the wheel, and I don't like it because I'm afraid I'm going to hook them.
You need a good dancing partner in Talladega, man.
Well, I was hoping the 6 would make it. Rodney, he usually qualifies very well there. Robert qualifies well there. There's a lot of new guys that may qualify well there. I don't know. We haven't seen them. But I know those guys, off the top of my head, qualify really good there. So hopefully Rodney can make it. He's driving a Ford, so I'll try and hook up with him and see what we can do in his new pig car, if he can make it. So yeah.
Oh, yours, Paul?
Well, dude, I'll tell you what, not bad. 180 laps here, 27 drivers started. We had 14 lead changes and only 4 cautions. And at one point, like you said, it didn't even seem like we were going to get a caution out there, man. We've seen some great running going on tonight. Yeah, definitely got yourself behind a little bit with that pit stop and a couple little incidents on the track. You managed to avoid the big one and get out of here with the win with 86 laps led. And like he said, man, you came in tonight with only 1 point over Joshua Jones. And with the win, leading that many laps, getting some bonus points, I think it's going to put you pretty good. And hopefully next week, like you said, at Talladega, you can get yourself a decent finish, man.
Yeah, I hope so. It's going to come down to whether we want to try and run up front or or if we want to lay back and hopefully miss the big one if it happens. But both those strategies have bitten us before, so it's kind of a horse apiece.
Yeah, I mean, that's the same how I feel. It doesn't matter really where you start. It's just being at the right place at the wrong time. But I'm ready for Talladega. It's been a while since I've seen or ran a race at a plate track, so definitely going to be interesting to see. And with all these cars that are out here now, I mean, even your new drivers that you got out here, man, you got a lot of good drivers out here, and we see a lot of competition, a lot of racing all through the field. So it's pretty good. Not just, guys up in front and the rest of the guys dilly-dallying around, man. We got races all the way back, even for 25th, 23rd, 19th. I mean, it's just insane. And definitely a good run, man. 4 cautions for 180 laps with 27 drivers, man. Just showing you that you got a decent class of guys out here. So really good to do. We also want to give a quick shout out and thank Central Mass Power Sports for coming in and sponsoring tonight's race, and American Hero Hunt for sponsoring the series, man. And you coming out of here with the win, starting third, 86 laps led, taking it home, man, in first place, securing that lead again for another week. I don't know, man. Congratulations, buddy. That's definitely a great run.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it a lot. Like you said, I got to thank American Hero Hunt for sponsoring the series and what they do for veterans. Central Mass Power Sports and Paul DeSalner for actually putting them on. And then thank you guys for broadcasting. You guys do a great job. I like watching it afterwards. And then also happy birthday to my 9-year-old daughter. So Jocelyn, happy birthday to her. We had a good birthday party today, and she was pretty happy.
Nice. You can tell her you got the win too now.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, mine's going to be 9 on the 29th. I got one heading to that number. I know that feeling. If she's anything like my son, she's all about your business. So let her know.
Oh, yeah.
Let her know you got the birthday win. She'll like that.
I'll be sure and tell her tomorrow.
All right, man. Congratulations on the win. We're going to let you go celebrate. We're going to wrap things up here, and we'll be back again next week at Talladega, man. And we'll see what happens over there. Hopefully you can keep it clean. Maybe back up another win, or at least just finish, man. But you know how it is. You might as well just warm up the dice now and start rolling them now.
10-4. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm hoping to hopefully come out with a top 10 with, as many guys that we've been having. That's the other thing too. I didn't mention it, but I got to thank all the league members that show up week in and week out. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't exist. We wouldn't have big fields like this. Wouldn't have good racing. So I got to thank those guys too.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, man, you got a lot of good guys, a lot of guys that we know from prior season. But a lot of these new drivers that are here, some of these new names, we've seen some good stuff from these guys. Look like there's a lot of good, clean drivers out here. So I think as the season progresses and everybody kind of, gets a little bit more comfortable with everybody, man, I think it's just going to intensify.
Oh, I agree. I'm sure there's going to be some rivals that are born, and there's going to be, there's some drivers that I've gotten to respect more that are new, and other guys that I've been racing around too. So, and that's a big thing. You earn somebody's respect and figure out what, how they're going to race you. And like I tell people that I race, you race, I'll race you the way you race me. So, and that's all you can ask for.
Yeah. And that can be good or bad depending on what's being given. But great run tonight, man. 86 laps led, started third, come out of here with the win. Congratulations, bro. Go celebrate, and we'll catch up with you in Talladega next week.
All right, you guys have a good one. Thanks.
Right.
Thanks for broadcasting.
All right, that was your winner, Mr. Seth Schultz in the number 31. Like I said, man, he started third, comes out of here with 86 laps led, and takes the win. He came in tonight's race only 1 point ahead, and we had 3 drivers tied for third and 2 drivers tied for eighth. So can't wait to see when the points are loaded up how this all shakes out and bring it to you next Sunday night at Talladega. It's going to be a good race in Talladega too, man. All these cars out there, it's hold your breath and go, man. Especially if we get some long green flag runs, man. It's definitely going to be an exciting race.
I'll say I've watched a few Talladegas on occasion, but I never sat down and commentated or really watched one. So this is going to be fun.
Dude, you are going to be going insane, especially if it's as good.
2 wide, 3 wide, 4 wide. What's wrong?
Oh, I'm telling you, man. And what's really bad is too is when you see the big one. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times when you see the big one, it is big. You know, and there's carnage. And I mean, you know, we made comments before where they should just park on the track and open up a junkyard. You know what I mean? Instead of cleaning it up. But they did a great job here tonight, man. 180 laps with only 4 cautions. 27 drivers started. Only a few cars got taken out. A lot of cars were still on the lead lap. I believe there was still a lot of cars on the track too. So we've seen another great race here tonight. And once again, I just want to give a shout out to Central Mass Power Sports for bringing tonight's race, American Hero Hunt for bringing the series, and DieHard Racing League. Anybody looking for a good league to run in, you know, you see how these guys run. They run hard. They run respectful. Go hit them up and apply. They'll take a look at you and see if it's something, you know, that you're a fit or not for them. But I believe we're only 4 races in right now out of 9. So we still got plenty of time.
As an added bonus, you get 2 idiots in the booth commentating your race.
There you go. All right, let's go over the results here. You got Seth Schultz finishing first with 86 laps led. Todd Cray will finish second. Joshua Stewart finishes third. Elliott Butler finishes fourth. Robert Barris finishes fifth. Sixth will go to Caleb Thompson. Seventh goes to Jose Tellez. Eighth goes to Dame Newsom. David Camara will finish ninth. 10th is Brad Speidel. 11th is... Oh, you got him?
Yeah, bruh.
Okay.
Ron Hofield got 11th. Adam Matz got 12th. Nevin Iwatsuru had his incidents. He's in 13th, which isn't bad. Jamal Poe, 14th. Joshua Jones in 15th, which is a bit of a shame. Art Peck, 16th. Patrick DeSolnio in 17th. Bruce Pearson in 18th. Adam Nowinski in 19th. And then Aaron Corey in 20th. You got the rest, bruh.
Why don't I got to find out why it doesn't go past 20th for me.
That's all right. I got you then. Okay, Armando Ortiz in 21st. Justin Davis in 22nd. Dante Jackson, 23rd. Josh Gallagher, 24th. Frederick Hofstetter, 25th. Cody Franklin, 26th. And I believe James Brown did not actually start the race. And all those guys there from 21st to 27th are all guys who did not finish.
Great race here, man. Let's quick look at the summary. We had 14 lead changes, 180 laps completed. We had 4 cautions. Tune in next Sunday night at 8:20. We'll be here with DieHard Racing League at Talladega. Wednesday, we will be with the Somo Racing League's TopCityTravel.com B Series. I believe it's Dover is where they're going to be, and that'll be at 8:45 on Wednesday night. I'm sorry, 8:50 on Wednesday night if you want to come in and watch Somo Racing League. And then again, like I said, Sunday night right here at DieHard Racing League's American Hero Hunt Xfinity Series at 8:20. We'll be at Talladega. So until then, as always, Wingnut, man, I appreciate you coming here and doing this with me. It's always a lot of fun calling the races with you.
Always a pleasure, mate.
And until next week, everybody, stay safe, and we'll see you then.
Later, mates.